Hi, everyone. It's Wanda with the Armchair Cat Advocate. And oh, here we go again. It never ends, is what the title of this stream is. And that's because it does never end. And I'm not talking about just life things. I'm not talking about, the struggles that we all have every day in our daily lives. And before I continue, I just have to say, I'm sorry. I'm like right up in your faces, but that's because I have abracadabra back behind me. And so I can't move back any further on the couch. Like she has pretty much half. I mean, I have this like little strip of couch to sit on. So that's why I'm up so far and I can't move my ring light any further. It'll fall. Yeah, this is just, and I can't even reach over to turn this off because I'll crush her. So, hey, Catitude. Catitude. Okay, everyone. Catitude and I deserve each other. You want to know why we deserve each other? Because we're both sad and lonely people. Well, I don't know about you, Catitude, but I'm not sad and lonely. I'm pissed off and ready to kick some butt. That's what I am. And I'm also ready to start hiding people again. Yeah, I wonder who. Hello, lurker. If you're somebody that we know, disregard that. But I'm thinking, it's probably somebody. We were just talking about you. Yeah. Well, I heard the other channel was talking about us too. Our old friend Rick, who had a major meltdown because I didn't bring Jack in, and I was a horrible person. I should have hid your ass then, Rick. Well, you're gone now, and any of your other usernames that pop up, like, okay, so I know that you were Peter because you use the exact words on this channel that you did on the other. So you're gonna Abra, are you Abra Catitude? Abra is behind me. I can't move back. And I just feel like I'm like right in people's faces. It's very uncomfortable. I'm sitting here, I'm all squashed. I have Rick. Oh my God, Mark. We are 2 minutes and 44 seconds in the stream. This is going to be a good one. So, all right. So, for those of you joining, hi. I'm sorry I'm in your face. My cat Abra is right behind me, like a little cervical pillow, those little pillows that you put at your tailbone. She's right there. I can't move back because I'll crush her. There's 5 of them. All just started their channels, some of them out. What? What the what so what is okay. They all just started their channels. Oh, you mean I know what you mean. Okay, I see what you mean. Like the sock accounts. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about actual like people actually starting channels? Like yeah, see the and I know because um and you can tell a fake account, and you can also tell by the tone of the way people talk, because really people don't change their tone very much. They might try. Oh, the trolls who are commenting. Oh, so they're like they're doing different accounts. Okay. Well, we're going to end that right now because I'm going to let Ruby Dawn know. Dawn, you need, yeah, I saw that one. Dawn, you need to understand something right now. You don't get your dogs under control. I'm reporting you to YouTube the way I did with the Pink channel. I will go over to X and I will go on there and I will hound them until they come after you and shut your channel down. Because you cannot harass other content creators. You know this. That's terms of service. You are way out of line right now. And we're going to talk about this because this is getting out of line now. This has gone from a little misunderstanding where I simply gave a simple request to please put a pin in your video until we can talk about the content of it. And then boom. And now, she was over here today. Dawn was over here today. For those of you who didn't see, the comments are still up. I didn't take them down. And I didn't take them down for a reason. First of all, because I did want to respond. And second of all, I didn't want her, because I know the little game that she plays because she likes to play victim. So I knew that what she was going to do is she was going to come over here and go, I guess you hid me already. And then, then she'll go back to her husband. Russ, she hid me. I didn't do anything wrong, honey. I didn't. Oh, you did too. Stop it. Grow up. How is a person this is my question to you, Dawn. How the hell do you think that you're going to run any kind of business with that kind of mentality? Really, how are you going to do that? How are you going to run a business? How are you going to run a business when someone comes up to you and hurts your feelings and you have a meltdown? I mean, it's just the whole nonprofit thing was insane. And we're going to talk about that because I'm like processing this and looking into this, did some research today, and I have some questions. And I'm also wondering, where's the money, Dawn? And I'm going to say something because it's really early in the stream, so people will see and hear this. I know, Catitude, Mark, you might want to close your ears because I don't think you're going to like what I have to say. And it is going to be controversial. But here's the thing. I've always said, I've always in this channel in my life, I try to be the person that I would give you, Catitude, I'll give you a wrench and Mark can teach you how to use it. It's not hard. I try to be, I've always tried to be the person, and I still try to be the person that if I say something and then maybe, a couple weeks later, I find out that it was wrong information, or I didn't do enough research, or I didn't get facts, or facts weren't available. And I find out that, what I said was wrong, or what I thought I knew was wrong. I will come out and I'll admit it. I will admit it. I will say, hey, I was wrong. And so I'm not going to say that. I can't look at the comments because Mark's going off. I'm just going to say this. Okay. Look, I don't agree with what I don't agree with what Kim did. I'm just going to use her name. I don't agree with what Kim did. She was my friend. That whole situation was blown out of proportion too. There was never any discussion. It was simply, I just wanted to be left alone. I wasn't left alone. Things got really crazy, chaotic. But I'm going to say this, and I am going to give Kim this one grace, okay? What Dawn is doing now is 1,000 times worse than what Kim did. And here's why. First of all, Dawn complained incessantly about things that Kim said and did. And now Dawn's doing the same thing. So there's a hypocrite, right? Second of all, Kim never integrated herself into the channel like Dawn did. Dawn integrated herself into the channel. Dawn wanted to be part of the channel. She wanted to produce content. She wanted to do all these things. She pretended to be my friend and all this other stuff. Kim, she was like, yeah, it's your channel. You do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm not bothering with it. Now, that narrative got changed as time went on and as things happened. But initially, from the very beginning, it was like, I don't have time for this. This is yours. You rise or fall with it. That's not what happened with Dawn. Even you could say like the GoFundMe, if you listened to what, I mean, Kim never said, I'm going to be transparent. She never said that. She never said, I'm going to show you receipts all along the way. I'm going to document everything. I'm going to do that. She never said that. Dawn did. I'm just not saying, I'm not saying what Kim did was right. I'm not. I'm just noticing the differences. I can't. But I'm just, I'm just pointing out that, while I don't agree with what happened on that Cheon Kim's channel, at least there wasn't this pretend friendship, this, oh, I'm with you, I'm your partner, I'm your co-creator, I'm this, some of that, I'm going to start a nonprofit, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be transparent, I'm showing all the receipts, la 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 la, and then it's like, well, I got the $600, I'm gone now. Which is really what, what Kim accused her of and what I defended her for. And, that I didn't see any misdeed over on that channel by Dawn, but I don't know now. I don't know what to think. So I am going to say that, I am going to give credit where credit's due. However, I mean, I don't think that's like great credit, but at least there was more honesty there. There still may have been some not so how can I word this? There might have been some not so honorable intentions, but at least they were honest about not having honorable intentions. And I will also say that, I never had to deal with Kim coming over here and trying to stir trouble or taking down content or anything like Dawn did. I'll say that too. Now I know she had trolls come over here. She didn't get her hand. I mean, that's a difference. She didn't get her hands dirty. Apparently Dawn likes to get her hands dirty. But I just wanted to say that early in the stream so that, because I'm sure that there's still lurkers and trolls from the other channel that like to watch this too. So you can take that back to your master. Now, as far as Dawn is concerned and what's happening there, I sent a text to her. Let's talk about the GoFundMe first. Okay, so here's the issue with the GoFundMe. My name is on it. I'm the one that created it. I created it to benefit her. Again, it's just like the channel. It's like I tried to explain to her with the channel. Anything you do reflects on me. The same way with this GoFundMe. Anything that she does reflects on me. Right now, I have people asking, where's our money? I can't give them an answer other than Dawn has it. Now I will, and I'm going to read this. I'm going to be reading some stuff tonight for folks. Oh, there's an email. Let me see here. So anyway, let me find this. So I'm going to look it up here. I'm going to look up the posts. Oh, we lost another subscriber. That's all right. We'll get them back. I hope all the trolls leave. We still have plenty. So I hope, Dawn, I hope you're proud of yourself. So let me see, where's this at? Okay. So let's talk about this whole thing with the nonprofit and the GoFundMe. All right. This is what she wrote to the community. She said, "It appears that I'm not going to be able to move forward with the nonprofit at this time. There is an issue with getting signatures on the bylaws that I can't easily correct with the information that I have." That's not true, and I'm going to show you why. Well, maybe, I don't know. Well, we're drama people. We like drama. We like drama. So if you like drama, come here because you're going to get a lot of it. All right. We're going to do a major rebranding. This is not going to be the Armchair Cat Advocate anymore. It's going to be the Armchair Jerry Springer reboot show. We're going to have lots of fun. Mark and Catitude are going to entertain you in the chat. I'm gonna spill the tea on all these other cat channel folks. We're gonna have a blast. So it says here, I can't easily correct with the information that I have. This really saddens me, but I'm not giving up in any way. I'm trying to look at it from a different perspective. Cats teach us not to just look with our eyes, but to perceive. Cats also forget. They also forgive, Dawn. The cats also just they let it go. They don't go off half cocked and go, "I'm mad, I'm upset, I'm going to stamp my feet and I'm going to start my own channel and I'm going to take all the content. I'll show you, Wanda, and I'll take subscribers from you too." Yeah, cats don't do that, Dawn. And they don't send their husbands to attack people in the chat either. What was Russ busy to? Oh, Russ was working today, wasn't he? That's why he couldn't come over to the channel and cause problems. That's it. I will take my cues from the cats in this and do my best to match their fortitude. Your funds are safe, so please don't fret. Okay, well, where are they? Where are the funds? Let's see them. Miss Transparency. Let's see the funds. Show a bank account, and while you're at it, get money out for the people. My friend wants her $200 back. Mark wants his, $25 back. Let's get money back for these people. You said that. Okay, again, not defending Kim, but you threw that challenge down to Kim. You said, "Oh, any of that money that Kim's subscribers took that they want back, I'll give it back to them. Gosh darn it." And Russ said, "Yeah, that's right, honey. We'll make sure that it gets back to them." Yeah. And by the way, Wanda, you didn't call my wife for a week. So where is it, Dawn? Where's the money? Let's get it back to these folks. Come on. You don't even have to go through me. You could probably put it back in the GoFundMe account. I don't know. You could probably talk to GoFundMe and see how you do it. My friend, you'll probably have to send it to my PayPal though, because I don't want her given you any more information. She gave you enough. She was going to be on your board. You have her address, you have her phone number, you have her email, you have all her information. You have my other friend's information too. What are you going to do with that? It says they will just be in stasis until this is sorted. Okay, how long is this going to take? It's likely I will simply redirect to becoming a single member LLC rather than a nonprofit. In this way, I will have complete control over funding, etc., and won't be a burden to others with board meetings, signatures, and all that red tape. That's because you got frustrated and you didn't want to do it. And we're gonna talk about this. This all that I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. No, you could have, Dawn. You could have. All she had to do was send out DocuSign information. That's right, Catitude. I wonder if I can put this up. Let me see if I can put this one up. Can I put this up? There we go. She claims she is transparent and honest. I can't see why she wouldn't give someone's money back if they ask for it. Right. I mean, if you're that transparent, if you're a transparent, upstanding, honorable person, well, first of all, somebody that's upstanding and honorable and everything wouldn't have done what you did to me, first of all. And then you want to come back and you're going to come back. You're going to be, you're going to call me names, label me a bully and all these other things. You have subscribers that for some crazy reason are believing all of your drinking your Kool-Aid when I'm telling you what happened. I have all the receipts. I have all the text messages. I know what happened. I was there, but we still support you, Dawn. Okay. Oh, wait, maybe are they the ones that give you all the donations, Dawn? Because that was an issue with her too. She wasn't getting enough donations. We're going to talk about a lot today. I have to go back here to this. And yeah, I am upset tonight. Because again, another day that I didn't get a whole lot done because of this bullshit. I do want to say though, for those of you that are wondering about the construction, the balcony is almost done. They did a fabulous job. They whipped that thing out and it looks nice. They were really, I got up, heard the hammering and everything, thought, oh, good Lord, I have the cat boxes out there. Went out, cat boxes were there, and the guy was working, and I asked him, I said, now, do you know what you did with where the boxes? He said, oh, I just put them over there for the time being. I'll put them back when I'm done. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. And one of them was playing peekaboo with Zuki today. It was kind of cute. Let's see. It's about helping the cats. Oh, it's about helping the cats, Dawn, right? It's about helping the cats. It's about helping your cats. My cats can go take a leap, huh? You don't care if my channel gets torn apart, taken down, whatever. All that matters is that you get your cats what they need. You're like the third person that said that now, Mark. So I'm going to read what Mark said. So, and I didn't know this. So this is another thing too. Is like, I didn't know a lot of this stuff was going on because nobody's really saying anything to me. And I guess because they wanted to spare my feelings, or because they knew I was supporting Dawn and they didn't want, they didn't want to get me upset or something. But, Mark says, always watching Dawn's uploads made me feel bad that I had to donate, but I just don't have much money. So always felt bad after seeing Dawn's sad videos. And, that's true. She doesn't have much happy stuff. Everything's sad. Everything. I found a kitten today. It was unalived. I found a cat today. It was mortally wounded. I found, every day it was something. It just seems excessive. I know people that have colony cats. I've never met anyone that had so many cats that become unalived and injured and everything else. Even the cats that I see out here, yeah, they get scraped up and they get nicks and stuff. But the worst thing I saw was the kitten that had gotten it was Mushu and Yum Yum's sibling that had gotten its head caught in a plastic cup and suffocated. That's the worst thing I ever saw. I know people have seen worse than that. If they're in a long time, especially the trappers. But, and I was going to put a pin in this for a minute. The other thing that I'm questioning too, and I'm questioning it more and more now, is her relationship with animal control. I looked them up today. I think it's the right one. The one that would be in her area. Pretty sure I have the right one. They have an incredibly good rating, like 4.5 or something. They have spay and neuter. And I want to see exactly how much the spay and neuter costs. They do say that they don't take in stray or feral cats. Okay, well, neither does our local SPCA, so that's that's kind of standard. I didn't see anything where they said that they will immediately euthanize feral cats. I didn't see anything. So I want to call them and talk to them and ask them about that. I'm just ask them. I say, what's your policy? If you go to somebody's place, if you go somewhere and there's a bunch of feral cats, do you, take them one by one and euthanize in the person's driveway? I just can't see that happening. Maybe they put him in the truck and take him away and then do that, but I can't see them doing that. It just seems, can you imagine the outrage? I mean, I know that Arkansas is a red state and conservative and everything, and maybe they think of the cats as vermin and things like that. But even here, if animal control came and did that here, with the neighbors not really caring a lot about the cats, there would be people that would be outraged. I mean, I've never heard of anything like that happening before. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of strange. Because I know there's been other things too. There's been other comments made where I'm like, well, it doesn't even match. So, and the happy cats. Well, I try, it's like, there's things that, like, I kind of really debated Mark about videoing, and I also don't know about YouTube and their terms of service and how they would feel about that. But I would like to do a video on Lucy's wound on her chest, because it does seem like it's starting to scab over. I want to look at it again. It does seem like it's healing, because it drained out. I think that's what it was. I think it was a little abscess. She also has mats under her too that I'm trying to get out, but she's not really cooperative, so I'm probably gonna have to towel her. So anyway, let me finish this. So it's about helping the cats, and I feel like fighting red tape is taking away from that goal. Another issue that someone mentioned to me today, a nonprofit for helping cats in my general area would dilute the funding needed to help the cats here in my colony. She doesn't get any help now, though. Isn't that what she says all the time? Isn't that why she asks for donations all the time? Isn't that why she wants money in a PayPal? Because she says there's nothing available in her area? And that like $80 for a spay and neuter? I mean, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was always the impression I got from every conversation I've had with her. And as I showed you yesterday, I've had 4 or 5 hour conversations with this person. And I've always heard the same thing from her. There's nothing here. They don't like the cats. The cats are all vermin. There's no resources. But now you're saying it would pull from resources for your cats. So do you have resources for your cats or not? I don't understand. It's all very confusing to me. It said they would be sharing a funds pool with so many more that the colony would get less. How would the colony get less? I don't understand that. How would the colony get less? Okay, so on one hand, you're saying that you want to start a nonprofit. And I'm going to read the text then that her and I went back and forth about. And one of them does talk about me giving her the channel. And we're going to talk about that because that seems to be like a big thing with her. Like, what the hell did you expect me to think? You said you were giving me the channel. No, Dawn, I didn't say I was giving you the channel for sure. We were talking about it. We were discussing it. There was nothing set in stone yet. There was nothing. There was no paperwork. There was no contract. There was nothing. Big difference. Big difference. So I don't understand because she even had the paperwork. She got the paperwork for Pets Megastore, for Chewy, for, all these other pet places so she could get discounts on cat food and all this other stuff. So if that's what you want the nonprofit for, if you're looking to get the nonprofit solely to support your colony, how is that taking away? I mean, if you're using the nonprofit, so maybe if you're using the nonprofit to pull in grants and things, maybe then. But again, if you're pulling in grants, okay, so say you pull in $100,000 worth of grants, not, just saying. That would probably never happen, but just saying. Well, let's do something more realistic. $1,000 worth of grants, okay? Say you got $1,000 grant to care for feral cats or whatever. You'd almost have to make, for that to work, she'd almost have to make herself a rescue, which she said she didn't want to do. And as far as, even that funding, what she was telling me, and, we'll look at the text then, and you'll understand what I'm saying. But the text, what I was getting from her was she wanted the nonprofit, she wanted the 501c3 status, so she could get discounts on vet care, she could get discounts on pet food and other things through Chewy and Pets Megastore and all these other places. That's what she was telling me. So how is that going to take away from funding from other cats in her area? When that's like me using a coupon. So I get a coupon for $20 off a bag of cat food. Yes, Babby, I know. And I go to PetSmart and I get that bag of cat food. How is that hurting any of the cats at the SPCA or any of my, any of the other colony cats that aren't in this area? I'm just buying a bag of food that I would be buying otherwise. I'm just getting discount on it because I have a coupon. See, the logic is just so flawed. It doesn't even make sense. And again, the people that are following her, and again, if you're following her, good, just stay over there. Don't come back here. Really, don't. Because I don't want to deal with it. I don't need any more grief like with the other channel. I don't, as I've said before, and I'll continue to say, I don't mind if people like to go to other channels that I don't necessarily have a good relationship with. But the problem that I see and that I continue to see is that it's not enough, that they have to go over there and they have to stir the pot there and they come over here and try to stir the pot here and they go back and forth, and it's a problem. So I'm just kind of at the point where I'm now at zero tolerance. So my man Mark here with the wrench, if he sees bullshit on the channel, he's taking care of it. Just to let everyone know right now, you're going to be done. You're hidden. Okay. So be careful what you say. Because he's been given the powers of the wrench. I bestowed upon him, Lord Mark. I have bestowed upon him the power of the wrench. And Lady Catitude may also get the power of the wrench. Because, Lady Catitude's my girl. We're two birds of a feather. We're besties. We're both sad. We're both sad, lonely people. how are we lonely, Catitude, if we hang out together? I don't know how that works. Somebody needs an IQ test. um So she said, while I want to help so many, I must face the fact that I really should concentrate on helping the ones I can help. Okay, well then what? This isn't even thought. Who do you want to help, Dawn? Do you want to just help your colony? Do you want to help other cats? Because it sounds like you just want to take care of your colony. So if you just want to take care of your colony, why not just do the nonprofit thing? And the fact of the matter is that you can do a nonprofit. You don't have to have the 501c3 to have a nonprofit. The 501c3 only, I have my nonprofit dummies book here somewhere, but I'm not going to sort it out right now. Yeah, they do. They have far too much time on their hands. Exactly. Well, Mark, anyone that has that kind of time that they can go and, I mean, even Lordy, it's Jordy. Jordy was saying that the other night about people that, keep switching usernames and changing and getting sock accounts, and the amount of time that takes for them to do that and to go and troll somebody. I mean, that's sad and lonely. That's sad and pathetic. And that person probably is lonely. I mean, and Dawn's too dense to understand that Rick is not her friend. He's a freaking troll. I mean, this is like, so, oh Lordy, it's Jordy, the reaction channel. If you watch any of those, if you go and you watch Foodie Beauty, if you watch Amberlynn Reed, if you watch any of them, and you look at the comments from the people that are in the chat and stuff, it's obvious they're trolls. They're not supporting her. They may subscribe to her channel, but they're there to see the crap show. They're not there because they really care about this person and they want her to do better and they want her to lose weight and they want her to get healthy and they want her to get mental health services. They're not there for that. They're there because they want to see the train wreck. And it's very, very obvious that they want to see the train wreck because of the comments that they leave. They'll say something like, one will say, I mean, you're talking about a 600-pound person that's talking about, I really need to lose weight, but I know that I can't do that by just eating really healthy. So I'm going to have pizza 3 times a week because then I won't want to cheat. And, they're the ones in the comment are like, that's a good idea. That's great. Actually, you should have pizza 4 times a week. 4 times a week would be better because then you really wouldn't cheat if you had it 4 times a week. You know what they're doing. And I'm looking at this Rick and he's doing the same thing. Like the comment that, let me go back to this. I have it in my screenshots here. I'll read this comment. Oh, actually, I have it on here, I think. Was it this one? Was it this one? No, I did have it up. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this was from her channel. This was from Dawn's channel yesterday. I found this myself. Nobody sent it to me. I found it myself because I was hearing rumblings of, I've hearing rumblings of shit going down, like what went down with the other channel. And it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. How old are these people? Dawn's 55. Come on, grow up. I don't know how old Rick is. Okay, I don't know. Noel Stem. Hi, Noel Stem. I don't know if you're friend or foe. If you're foe, you're going to get booted. So just letting you know, I'm not trying to be offensive or anything. Just letting you know. because I'm having problems with someone who was a. Oh, okay. Okay. So, okay, let me try to put this in a nutshell. So I had a co-creator. The co-creator thought that I was giving her the channel, and I wasn't giving her the channel. There was more to it than that. There was a lot more to it than that. But she put out a video telling the community that I was stepping down and giving her the channel. I texted her and just told her, look, can you just, I'm going to private it right now, put a pin in it, we'll talk about it later. And her response was she left the channel. She left the channel, took all her content, and left. And now her and her trolls are coming over here and harassing us. So that's in a nutshell. There's, and I'm hoping that, again, I'm hoping that you're not a troll, that you are someone that you're someone just got, you just stumbled into this madness. We what we do here on this channel is we do advocacy and education around cats, and particularly colony cats, like feral cats. That's what the channel's supposed to be, but it's gotten derailed the last few days because of these issues. So you just, hey, if you want to hang out and listen, you'll hear. I'm reading what she wrote yesterday. So this is what was you like Jerry Springer. Yeah, this is the Jerry Springer cat show. This is Jerry Springer rebooted as a cat channel. The Jerry Springer of the cat channels. Hey, I like that. Mark, maybe we should change the name. So this is what she posted yesterday. She said, I will post a video this afternoon explaining my departure from the Armchair Cat Advocate channel. I hope to have it up by or around 1 p.m. Central. I will be re-uploading my own content from that channel in a playlist on this channel. Update, I will upload the video tomorrow as important issues and life attention today. Filing LLC and banking matters. Please stand by. Thanks. And then she says, I still plan to do a video, but anyone who knows me also knows that I had already told everyone that I would be starting LLC. I don't remember her telling anyone that. Do you, Mark, or Catitude, or am I just... I mean, I know she told me she didn't even want to start. And I have a text where she said she didn't even want to start an LLC. And then suddenly she wanted to do an LLC. So I don't really know where that came from. And, I mean, unless it was on a stream that I didn't see, because I know sometimes she would put up stuff that I didn't always see it right away. She says, basically, it is too messy come tax time to keep my content combined with any other channel. I would rather keep it all straight. Plus, having my own channel is overall a better idea business-wise. That's about all there ever was to it, but I will talk about it tomorrow when I can. Well, but the problem is, like, she just left. She didn't tell me she was leaving. Yeah, that's what Mark. I mean, she just left. She didn't tell me that she was leaving. She didn't say anything like, Wanda, I mean, you would think, she's co-creator, she's my manager, you'd think that she would have the common sense and decency and respect, since I did bring her on this channel and give her all the creative freedom that she'd ever want. Let her do basically anything she wanted to do, gave her all the powers, except owner. And then she does this, and plus raised money for her and got her an Amazon list and everything else. And then she's like, oh, I don't know why you're upset, Wanda. Why are you upset? I just left. I just started my own channel. You knew I was going to do that. No, I didn't, Dawn. You didn't tell me you were starting your own channel. You never said anything about it. I had no idea. I found out with everyone else through a community tab post. no, like, well, do you want to, well, I'm going to start. And there wasn't even the discussion of, look, Wanda, I'm going to start my own channel. I think that's best for now. I'm going to move my content over there, but, I'll still stay here and help you out as I can. But I need to start there was no discussion like that. There was none. And then the behavior from the day was really like the nail in the coffin. So then she said, plus having my own channel is overall a better idea business-wise. That's about all there ever was to it. But I will talk about it tomorrow when I can. And then Rick says, Ruby Dawn, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. And then she says, now all of one, she loves Rick. Her and Rick are best buddies now. Rick, I literally got home for the day and I see that she has proceeded, meaning me, to smear me for hours just as she threatened to do on my voicemail. Does this even deserve a response at this point? Okay, well, first of all, like I told Dawn, obviously you didn't watch that stream, or you would have known that it was not 6 hours of me smearing her. Actually, there was no hour of me smearing her. In fact, there was a point where Catitude actually screamed in the chat, Wanda, stop defending her. So how is that smearing, Dawn? I even read that, like, that other comment that she comes up and says, what the hell was I supposed to think, blah, blah, blah. And Dawn, again, if you had watched the stream, you would have seen that I not only read that comment, but I also addressed it. And I talked about what my mindset was when I said that. And I apologized because I said, I'm sorry if you misunderstood something or I didn't make it clear. I'm sorry. But the fact of the matter is that all I asked you to do, I privated your video. I simply asked you to put a pin in it until next week when I had time, because I was busy this week, and you and I could have discussed it. You didn't want to do that. You're like, you decide to play a Russ, have a hot head, and go off. That's on you, babe, not me. So then it's like, and then Rick's like, Ruby Dawn, it's been 5.5 hours now. I would just walk away at this point. It's bad. You got me, Dawn. Oh, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I don't need my Russ when I got Rick. I don't need your big You like that, Mark? Think that'll get past the YouTube censors? That's right. She obviously didn't watch any of it, or just very little of it, and just listened to what he was saying. And he's a troll. It's very clear this person is a troll. He's like, oh, it's bad. It's bad, Dawn. Oh. And knowing that she's going to get stirred up. So she's stupid for listening. She's like, whatever. Yeah. I know. Yeah, he didn't know all of it. He did know. So we're going to go back here. Let me see. I wanted to finish reading this thing about the nonprofit. Let's see. So she then says, I hope you all are with me on this, meaning, dissolving the nonprofit. Please share your thoughts and feelings on this matter. I want you all to be part of the decision. Be honest and don't worry that any opinion might upset me. I will manage. LOL. I simply need some input, and I trust and care about this community. Well, you trust and care about the community so much that you left it. Wow. Well, I'm sure you got a couple of your minions to go with you, so great. And there was only 10 comments. And okay, so here's what was said then, because I said, because, and again, the context of this is her and I had been talking away from YouTube on the phone about the possibility of her taking over the channel, what that would look like, what my role would be, because I didn't want to just, literally sign over the whole channel and lose all my content and everything. I mean, I wanted to stay because I planned on staying very, very limited. I just didn't want, like I have now that I'm back, by myself. And yes, maybe I didn't express that appropriately. Maybe there was a misunderstanding there, but I've apologized for that. There's nothing more I can do. And again, if you're not going to sit down and talk to me, if you're just going to, go off half cocked and leave and then ignore my text and not respond and not answer my phone calls, I can't do much about that. I can't communicate with someone that doesn't want to communicate with me. That's not on me. Again, that's on you, Dawn. And I'm really tired of you pointing the finger at me and playing the victim and saying that I'm doing all these things to you, because I'm not. So what I had said to her, and this was you're going to have to come down here, bud. Come on. You're going to have to go down here. You can't. All right, go that way. Yeah, go that way. Go that way. If you went down off the couch, you have to go that way. You cannot come over here because you're going to jump on my computer and mess things up. This isn't something I can easily fix. I'm on a stream. And I can't move back. You have to either go that way or underneath, because I have Abby behind me. I don't know when she's going to move. I think she's nice and warm. She's got the back of my lower back, and then she's between that and the back of the couch. So she's like all cuddled up. And every once in a while I feel her adjust and knead. She's back there kneading. She's giving me a little back massage. So, 2 days ago, this is what I said. I said, I think you should just make the channel. No, it's Abra. Abra's behind me. Oh no, the one over here is Tora. Tora likes to walk across the computer. And, I don't like him to do that ordinarily, but it's not a big issue if I'm just doing something, because I can always, if he messes something up, I can always get back into what I was doing. But on a stream, he may very well end the stream. So I just said, I think you should just make the channel your LLC and use it for revenue to care for your colony. I'll gladly sign it over to you. Now he's going down. Can you get by, bud? Oh my God. Abra, you're going to see. I can't. I'm about ready to. I should just sit on the floor with the laptop. I'm almost pushed. She keeps pushing me, like trying to push me off. So then today, and actually this was edited. Oh no, that was a day ago. I'm sorry. That wasn't today. That was a day ago. So 1 day ago, Dawn responded and she said, yes, I could do that, but I don't think the community would support it, and probably many would even unsubscribe. I really wish I could have understood just what to do about the bylaws thing. It upsets me. Well, the thing is with the bylaws, she had someone that was going to help her with it. The guy from the bank said he would help her with it. And I told her, I said, get him to help you with it. If he's telling you to do this, then they should be able to help you. She said, it upsets me. She said, I don't mind going the LLC route, though, since it's easier and still allows me to do what I set out to do, which is help the cats. So now today, she comes on. So today, after leaving the channel in a bluster, basically telling everybody to sit on Temu Trolls Cactus and rotate, and, F all of us, took all of her content, took some subscribers with her, made a lot of nasty accusations about me, basically lied about what happened. And she has the audacity. She has the complete and total audacity. And I guess, again, because Russ wasn't available today to fight her little battle for her, she had to actually get her hands dirty and do it herself, because she doesn't have minions like Kim does. She comes over here and says, just as I said, you had yet again said you were turning over to me to do the LLC. With what the hell do you think I was going to take from this statement? I'm like, okay, and here's my response. I said, Ruby Dawn, I addressed this last night in the 6-hour live stream where you and Rick claimed I, quote, smeared you the whole time. Maybe actually watch the content before making untrue statements. If you had watched the stream, you would have heard me apologize to you for any misunderstanding. Regardless, transferring the channel over to you was a discussion to be had in private. Anyway, you have your channel now and have left me to clean up your mess and mitigate the fallout. You accused me of, quote, smearing your name, bullying you, and leaving threatening voicemails. I sound like a very toxic person and probably someone your husband wouldn't want you around. Why don't you just go back to your channel and leave us alone? Thank you. So, yeah, I need a webcam. I need a GoPro. She's right. I can't even. I don't know. Now she's laying with her head's here and she's like looking up at me. Abra, I can't. I don't know. I don't even think I can. Let me see if I can tilt this and you can see it. I don't know if you can see her or not. She's right. Let me see. I don't know if you can see her. Can you see her? Here she is. Can you guys see her? There she is. Abby skidabby. Abby skidabby. There she is. This here. Okay. So that was that comment. And then, so I'm looking here at, let me see the other one here. So then because when I go on YouTube and I go into the comment section, it brings up all the comments and I'm like, why is she on the channel? And one of the reasons I didn't hide her too is because I figured she's not going to come back. She's gone. Why would she? If I'm such a horrible person, why would she want to come back here? Doesn't make sense. So I looked it up and here it is. And this is what she wrote. She says, I am sure you have hidden me, but I am free to comment anyway. Well, yeah, you are. But if you thought you were hidden, why would you want to comment? Again, for someone that has no time to call me, but you have time to write comments that you figure are hidden. Well, that's logical, Dawn. That makes a lot of sense. Did you ask my permission to post this about me? No. Did it stress me? Sure. Cookie was always meant to be adopted. Oh, that's such BS. That is such BS. You have been on the fence. You said something to Russ about it and you guys were going to adopt her. And then, you and Grayson like the cat and you've been back and forth with this. And she goes on to say, did I complain about the fact that you put pressure on me and asked the community about something that affected my life? Not once. Okay. This is the thing that this is the nail in the coffin. This is unbelievable to me that this 55-year-old woman, 55 years old, thinks that a stupid little YouTube poll that's meant to be fun and games, that's simply asking, hey, should I keep the cat? Should I not keep the cat? What do you think? Equates to a major life decision. How effed up is that? Really? How effed up is that? And furthermore, to even dive deeper, to equate this situation to a video where you're literally asking the community Do you want Wanda to step back so I can step up and take over the channel? Do you want to boot her ass off? What do you think, everybody? Tell me, I won't be offended. And that isn't the first time you've talked about me, Dawn, either. I was actually listening to a live stream one time where you were talking about, well, I don't know if Wanda's going to come back or not, and I don't know, and I hope that she knows how much we love her, and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, if that isn't pressure, and then you say, oh, I don't want to pressure you, I don't want to guilt you. That's exactly what you're doing, and did do. I should have, I like Catitude said, I'm done. No more, Mark, he has the wrench. I bestowed the power of the wrench upon him. He will stay. No more unhinged wackadoos coming on this channel causing problems. No more. If I ever get another manager, it's going to be someone like my friend Susan or my friend Tiana. It's going to be somebody that I've known for like 20 years. It's not going to be this. Because I'm not going through this again. Yeah. Exactly, Mark. And I have that here too. And then she goes on to say, you asked me to change my playlist. I did. If that's how petty you are over this situation, then remove all posts with my name, content, or photos. I cannot believe you have twisted this. Dawn, you left. You could have removed the content. You chose not to. You left all of the community posts, including the one where it said, I'm leaving. I'm going over and my other channel's called this, and make sure you come over and join the fun. And no, you're not getting free. Like Catitude said, no free advertising for you. No free advertising for you. You remember the soup? Enzi? I can't say the word from Seinfeld. But could have removed them. You chose not to. Again, on you. Take responsibility. Take accountability. You're 55 years old. Grow up. So, and it's, again, I'm petty. Not once is she's not taking any accountability at all for what she did. None. I've done everything. I bullied her. I threatened her. Okay. So the threatening emails, let's address not emails, voicemails, the threatening voicemails. I was angry because I had just seen a post along with everyone else saying that she had gone. At that point, I didn't realize she'd taken all the content with her, but I was like, and she was doing this all day. This wasn't like she didn't do this in an hour. She spent all day apparently doing this. And in all that time, she literally basically spent, I guess, from the morning, I don't know how many hours she spent moving all her content back and forth, but claims she had no time to talk to me on the phone. Bullshit. Again, you're a liar, Dawn. You're a user. You're a grifter. Actually, at this point, I think if I was going to choose either you or Kim to refriend, I would choose Kim. That's how bad I think you are. Because at least I know with Kim what Kim's about. She never really hid anything. There were always clues. Something she hid. But like I said, she never came out and said, I'm going to be transparent. If you want your money back, you can have your money back. Kim never said that. She never told people they could have their money back. She never said, I'm going to show you receipts. She never did that. At least she was honest about that. I don't see you doing the same thing. So there was that. And then, so I ended up, I went back through my text and I found the text where it said, I started, and I had texted her and I said, I started the cookie poll. The cat's name is Cookie. I started the cookie poll. Let's see how many people want you to keep her. And she comes back with, ha 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 ha. That will get folks engaged. LOL. LOL. Do the fish name one too. Does that sound like somebody that's bullied? Does that sound like somebody that was pressured? And again, you people that are supporting her, y'all dumb. Y'all dumb. And I'm glad you're gone. You know, I'm honestly, I'm going to be really serious here for a minute. Even before all this happened, I was thinking about this because I talked to Kim. I'm not Kim. I talked to Dawn about this. But I seriously consider, and I'm still considering, making this channel private. And only certain people can come in it. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. It's a community decision. I'm serious. Let me know. Because as far as monetization, you have to have it's well, it's going to be really messed up now because she took the content. She took all her content. So there's going to be hours and stuff, and things are going to be messed up because of that. So she fucked me on that one too. So I'm seriously thinking at this point, let's just make it a private, and I'm just thinking, maybe I just need to make it private. I just need to privatize it and just let certain people in. And then we'll do things like Patreon, and I think we can do merch without being monetized, stuff like that, to get money for the cats. I can just make it a business like that. That way it'd be private. Nobody's going to come in here. Almost like a membership. Yep. Catitude, almost like a membership. That's actually not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Like maybe, $1 a month. I mean, I can set my own, I could do like a Patreon thing. I can set my own prices, I think, or there's a whole bunch of different things that I could do. But I could do that. I could set a price that's reasonable, $1, $2. I could go up a couple tiers. If people want to donate more a month, they can. I could do it. I could stagger it from like $1 to $20, like $1, $5, $10, $15, $20. Whatever amount you want to pay a month, you can. I could do something like that. And then if people want to get stuff off the Amazon list, if they want to, contribute to PayPal, if they want to do the, I don't know what else is out there. You could do some merch maybe. Well, they can get in. I don't know, Mark. I'd have to think that one out. But I know like private, only people that have links could get in. So I don't know. There might have to be like a hybrid where like I'd have to do a couple of recruiting street. I don't know. Well, it's just a thought. It's just a thought. We have to think about it a little more. But I mean, if there's enough people that would want to be in it, it really wouldn't matter if it grew or not. Because, I mean, even if it'd be like 50 even if it'd be like, I don't know, 100 people that would want to come in and each person paid $1, that's $100 a month. I wouldn't have a problem producing content do streams like this and stuff like that where people can come in and talk and chit chat and hash things out. And, I don't know. We'll see. Don't worry, Mark. I won't leave you out. That's for sure. You'll always be part of the team. Yeah. You too, Catitude. I mean, there's also the other channel that I started. Yeah, I could do that. Because I know my concern is, I mean, I'm really tired of this at this point. This is like the third. Well, Jessica really wasn't that much of a disruption. That was handled pretty easily, but Kim was major disruption. Dawn is major disruption because she was part of the channel, and it's just like, well, it's like half of your house. It's like, the side of your house falls down, and the whole thing goes, or at least it's kind of like like Liz kind of hanging loose. There's nothing to support that one side. Mark, you can go unclothed now. Nobody sees you. I'm not doing that. Anybody that's in the chat, if you want to walk around without your clothes on, that's up to you. I'm not, I'm not. So that's kind of what, I mean, I'm just really Cassie. Oh, Lord. Well, I don't know, Mark. According to the poll, Willie is winning. Willie has 82%. Moby Dick is 6%, and neither is 12%. But nobody's commenting what name it should be. It's just like, So, but again, I could say, as far as that poll is concerned, I personally don't like either name. I mean, I'll go with the one that wins, but neither one is my choice, but it's not my fish, it's Fury's fish. So, but I could sit here, but it's just so just to show the stupidity, the craziness, the unhingedness of what she's saying with that. Oh my God, that poll with the cat and deciding that's a major life decision you want the community to make for me, and I had no choice in it. You did too. I mean, do you see me sitting here going, well, I don't like Moby Dick or Willie, and it's a major thing, and I have to abide by it because the community says so. If the community says that name and I don't like it, I still have to do it, and it's going to majorly hurt me and hurt my mental health in my whole life. That's so stupid. Do you honestly think, Dawn? Honestly, do you honestly think that there is anybody out of the 821 subscribers that we have left on or I have left on this channel after you took like 5 of them, or they dropped because of this stupid drama again that I'm forced to rehash and rehash and rehash? Do you really think in your heart of hearts that those 821 people collectively are going to be upset if the poll says keep the cat and you don't? Really? You're that mired in the hive mind that you cannot think for yourself. You don't have original thought in your little brain. Honestly, is that where you're at, my dear? Because if it is, you seriously need mental health help. And I'm serious about that. If you are that mired in that hive mind of this community where you can't make a move unless the majority of the community says, Dawn, it's okay for you to put your left foot in front of your right or your right foot in front of your left. If you are that wired or mired in that, you do have a problem. And I'm really concerned for you. Because it's just a stupid poll. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. You do know that, right? You do know that this is a free country. United States of America is a free country. We have freedom of choice. We don't have to do anything we don't want to do. I mean, well, for a reason. We do have laws. But like, If I don't want to go outside and feed the cats tonight, I don't have to do that. Now, the cats are going to be upset. That wouldn't make me a very good person, but I can make that, I can make that decision, you know. You know, I mean, Catitude has said, I can't ever leave Abra, but you know what? If it came down to it and I had no choice and I knew that was what was best for Abra, Catitude would understand. I mean, if she didn't fly from Florida and pick up Abra and take her back, because that's the plan. Anything ever goes sideways, Market gets Fury and Catitude gets Abra. But I don't see anybody in this community that would be angry with you or upset with you if you put Cookie up for adoption or you found a loving home for her. You know it's all in fun. I mean, you do know it's all in fun, right? I mean, I see this is like, what's my choice? Which for what, Catitude? For Willie or Moby Dick? For the fish names or for the rather Cookie stays or gets adopted? It's, and see, this is the problem that I'm having. This is why the fish's name. I would pick Willie. I would pick Willie because if I don't know if it's male or female. They didn't mark it on the little cup. I don't know, for some reason it's just like special fish, special price fish or something. That's all it was. That's right. Big Willie. Yeah, we could say Big Willie. Well, no, I don't like either one, but you know, that's the one that I would go with. If out of the two of them, I had to pick. I don't know what I would name it. I would have to think about that because it would have to be a neutral name that would be both for male and female. But see, Willie, I think Willie could be male or female because if I find out it's male, if it ever blows a bubble nest, it's probably a male. So if I find out it's a male, then yeah, we got Willie, we got Willie, we got William. If it's female, we got Willow. So Willie, either way. Wilhelmina. That's cute. I like that, Wilhelmina. So I mean, you can just use that as a nickname to, yeah, you figure something out. That's right, Mark. You lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And see, this is the problem that I have with this whole situation is, and there was discussion yesterday about, I hope you can get back, you can mend the relationship and come back and everything's back to normal and sunshine, rainbows and unicorns. And I hate to say it, but that's not going to happen. She's not coming back to the channel. She can't now because she's got her own. So she's not coming back to the channel. That's done. That's a done deal. That was her decision. And I want people to understand that. I didn't decide that for her. She decided that for her. She decided she decided that she was done with me. She was angry at me. Whatever. I lied to her. I bullied her. I harassed her. I'm just a horrible, toxic individual. She can't deal with me or the community. And she walked away. The community that she professed to love so much. Abra just left. So now I'm taking advantage here. You see how red my face is because this freaking ring light's right at my face. So the dilemma that I have now is And that's kind of the reason, that's another reason too, honestly, why I didn't hide her, because I don't dislike Mark. Before you say anything, I'm not doing anything weird with my butt. I'm just trying to unbunch this blanket that Abra bunched up. It's very uncomfortable. So I feel like I have to do a play by play every time I move, because Mark will come up with some weird bodily function that I'm having. So the dilemma that I have here is with Dawn. You know, yesterday I was upset. I was upset. I wasn't upset. I was mildly irritated at first. And then when everything else went down, it went from mild irritation to full blown blah. And I never threatened her on the voicemails. I was loud. Yes, I was loud. Attitude. But what I said to her was not threatening. What I said to her was exactly what I was going to do. I said, I'm removing you as a manager because you've made your choice already, Dawn. You've decided you're leaving. You're leaving. You left the community. You left. So that's number one. I said I was going to remove you as a manager, and I said, if you don't get back to me, I'm just going to go on and I'm going to talk about what happened and tell my side of the story to the best that I can perceive what happened. I guess she didn't believe me. She should know by now. And this is the other thing I don't understand. People who know me, when I tell you something, I'm going to do it. It's like, I feel like I need to have the panda head on, Nikocado avocado. I need to have that panda head. That 2 steps ahead. I'm always 2 steps ahead. I feel like that right now. Because I know, everything that you're saying, I can debunk. Just like everything that Kim said, I could debunk. That's right, Mark. That's exactly right. We do lose our temper when we're upset. And when you don't know what's going on, and when you have somebody that you consider a good friend, and then all of a sudden they're like, bye, y'all. I'm off to my new channel. Follow me there. Come on an adventure with me. And then you come back today and you have a little hissy fit because all of your posts are still up. You need to take those down. Well, you should have taken them down yesterday. Dawn shouldn't have you. You know what? They're not going down. Well, maybe the depressing ones, the ones where about all the unalive cats that you find, they might go down. But the cute ones with cooking and stuff, no, they're staying up. And if I had known that you were going to do what you were going to do yesterday, I would have taken you off as a manager and you wouldn't have been able to touch a thing. So you're lucky. You're lucky. So you knew exactly what you were doing. You snuck behind my back and you did all that. You're a sneak on top of everything else. Sneaky little grifter. I mean, at least Kim does stuff out in the open. She don't really give a crap. She's like, yeah, I'm getting that $600 big mixer. I don't give a crap if you like it or not. Got to give her that. It's more than you do. At least she's not tiptoeing around about it. I don't know what you're going to buy if you're $600. If you even have it. So again, and here's the issue that I have. She can't come back on the channel. She's done. She's not coming back ever. I don't care if she comes and, I don't care if she comes back, she apologizes, she, gets on her knees and begs, which she's not going to do, but I don't care if she would do all that. She's not coming back because I can't trust her. That in a nutshell is the reason now. I cannot trust her. And if I can't trust you, you're not coming back into my house. You're just not. If I can't trust you that you're if I find that you steal from me, you lie to me, you use me, you manipulate me, you're not coming back into my house. What is going on with you two? Fury, stop. Fury's being bad. I don't know what he did to Abra, but she just hissed at him. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm still willing to talk to her, just like I was always willing to talk to Kim, too. But that being said, it's not going to change my mind about bringing her back here. And I think, her coming back here today, and she left at least 2 comments I'm aware of. There might be more that I just haven't seen yet. But she was over here floating around the channel. I'm like, why are you here? I don't understand this. That makes no sense either. That's just bizarre. You turned tail and ran away yesterday. Couldn't wait to get out of here. Couldn't wait to start your own little channel. And now you're back? And I'm imagining that as it goes on the next few days, she's going to realize, hey, my community's gone. I mean, I'm sure you probably have about 100 subs already, because you probably have people that are buying the little sad victim story. Wanda was mean to me. Boo-hoo-hoo. I'm sure that's happened, because there's always people that fall for that shit. But you don't have anything. You're not going to have anything like you had over here. And as far as Amazon and stuff like that, I mean, well, one of the people that said they're going to support you, I know, bought you a hell of a lot of stuff. So I'm sure you're going to be fine with that person. You don't really need much more than her, because her and her husband got deep pockets, I believe. So they were always gifting you things. So that's fine. Keep your cash cow over there. I don't want to see her here. I hope you're watching too. I'm not going to say your name, but I think you know who I'm talking about. Bye-bye, Felicia. So let's talk a little bit about this nonprofit, because that's the next thing I wanted to deal with. Because this one big source of contention with her is the fact that I said I was going to. I don't think that's her. Well, maybe. Is it an OnlyFans? There we go. New cat channel. Only cat fans. You do realize Catitude's in the chat, Mark. You do realize that. I'm just saying. You do realize that. Catitude's in the chat. She sees everything I see. I guess it's true what they say about men. That their brain is in a different location than women's. Yeah, Catitude's like, yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she knows. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait till later. So I gotta go back here because this is a long one. Okay, so let's get up here. So before is this the one? Is that it? Okay. I don't know. Okay, so okay, yeah, this is where she starts talking about the nonprofit. So we're going to talk about the nonprofit, number one. And I also want to talk about the whole issue with me giving her the channel and what that was all about. Because I don't, I'm still seeing like her coming over here going, what the hell did you expect me to think? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So we're going to talk about that too. So let's talk about that first, because to set all this up, and this is, I was going to just post these as screenshots, but I wanted to talk about it because I think it needs context and people need to understand what happened before the whole nonprofit thing went down. So here's the thing. So between number one, never wanted to start this channel in the first place. If you want to know the story of that, there's plenty of videos on the channel that we'll talk about that. But long story short, another content creator kind of talked me into it. I went ahead with it. And again, I'm not going to blame her for that. I'm not going to blame her. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to do a Dawn, and I'm not going to say she pressured me into it. She bullied me into it. Because no, Kim didn't do that. She didn't bully or pressure me into it. It was just my understanding was she was going to help me with it, and she didn't. That's why, because, that was kind of the deal. And then that didn't happen. So I never really wanted the channel, but what convinced me to keep it and to try to make it grow is, a couple of things. The cats, number one. Number two, my living situation. I'm trying to lift myself out of poverty. I'm trying to find a job that I can handle with my disabilities. I'm trying to get to a point where I don't have to live in this apartment, where I can maybe get a small house, or I can get a better apartment or a better living situation. So a lot of things, and one of the things that I talked to my therapist about, because I had really talked to her about this, and her comment was, Wanda, this might be an opportunity for you to get help with your cats. And she said, because you could maybe put up an Amazon wish list or a GoFundMe or something. I mean, she was like, naming things. And she said, because people like to donate, they like to help with animals. She said, because my therapist, just to give a little background with her, she was involved with rescues. She didn't actually do rescues. She volunteered with rescues and animal shelters and stuff like that. So, and she had friends that did that too. So she was just kind of throwing that out there to me. And because her thing is, she always tries to reframe things like, okay, here's a positive, here's a negative, weigh these out. And so I said, okay, well, maybe I'll, I can try. So I started it, and then started up the Amazon wish list, which, it took me a while to do that because I was kind of reluctant to do that because I really don't like asking people for money at all. And I really don't. It's not easy for me to do that. And that's how the channel started. And then everything was kind of going okay. And, and it was nice to have donations, and it was nice to get some help because, if I could get the outdoor cats covered for the month, that's like $200 that I can keep for myself for things that I need, like for food and other things that I need, car repairs or gas or whatever. And that went okay. And then we had the craziness with the Pink channel, and and then Dawn ended up coming in, and then it was okay for a while again. I mean, we got through the drama of the Pink channel, came out on the other side, doing good, subs coming up, watch hours going up, everything seemed to be happy. And then, I hit, I was having some personal issues, and then Rick the D, fill in the blank, decided to make a comment about Jack, right on the day that construction was starting, and it was a big mess. And that just I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm just done. It's like at that point I was just done because I had the one from the Pink channel hounding me about she wanted an apology and she wanted this and I was this and I was that and blah, 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 blah. And that was just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. I was done. And so I just said, I need to just walk away for a while. And I did. And while that was going on, then Dawn was running the channel and she was all upset about that. And it was anxious and she was insecure. And, there was this constant texting of, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know if they're doing it, and subs are down and hours are down. Like, no, none of that's true, because here's the proof. I just needed time to decompress, and I couldn't even get that. So I still, that week that I kind of took off and tried to take off, really, I didn't get any time off because I was always fielding questions and concerns from an insecure co-creator. And then as we went along a little more, it just got more and more of a burden. And it just kind of got to the point where I'm like, I just am so done with this. I'm so done with it because I have all this other stuff to do. I'm doing a lot of other stuff. I volunteer. There's other things I have in play that actually might end up becoming a career. In fact, I'm talking to someone right now about possibility of a consulting kind of position, but I don't know a whole lot about it yet. And it's really very, 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 very early stages of discussion. So I'm not going to really talk about it because I don't really know a lot about it yet. But it's something that could be promising. Yeah, words can be hurtful, Mark. You're absolutely right. So it's not that I never liked the community. That's not true. It's not that I didn't like, because I do. I love Mark. I love Catitude. I love Cat Mom. I love all these people that Chris, Wiley, a whole bunch of them that are, I really do. I care about. Mary's another one. I care about them. I don't really see, I don't know them personally, but I enjoy seeing them in the chats. I enjoy seeing them on comments. I enjoy that they enjoy the cats. And so that's what I try to do. I'm trying to make the channel I want it to be educational, but I don't want it to be sad and depressing either. I want it to be uplifting. I want it to be encouraging. I want it to be educational. So, it's a lot, and YouTube is a lot, and trying to navigate YouTube is hard, and trying to navigate YouTube while navigating life, while dealing with other stressors, and trying to learn things like editing, and it's a lot. It's just a lot. So, I was kind of at the point where I was just like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Dawn, you know what? You can have it. You can just have it because I'm just done with it. And that's where I was at. And we had many, many, many discussions about this. This was not a one-off discussion. This was not just, and she's portraying it like I put this comment up and, she took from that I was just giving her the channel and it's all my fault because I did that. And I already apologized for, I'm not apologizing again. That was my bad. Okay. Done deal. I'm not apologizing again. If anything, you need to apologize to me for the way you've been acting the last few days. So it ended up with us having this discussion. And actually it was, I think, let me look at my call log here. It was had a long discussion. It was, what was the last one? It was Friday. Last Friday, December 6th. Okay. It was 4 hours, 31 minutes, and 21 seconds. And it was at 2:00 in the afternoon, my time, Eastern time. Okay. Just so everybody has, that for sure that this happened. I'm giving you hours and everything because we had a long, lengthy call. Excuse me. During that call, we were talking about the nonprofit. And we were talking about the channel. And I said to her about, Well, she was expressing, okay, so she was expressing concerns about a chat about about, you know, an armchair cat advocate channel member that she saw over at the Pink Channels, in the Pink Channels chat. And this individual donated some money to the Pink Channel. And this was flipping Dawn out. She was like, I don't know. I've talked to this person. I don't know if I can trust her anymore. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, she was flipping out. And I was like, okay, what exactly did she say or do over there that's so upsetting to you? And then she was, telling me that she donated she donated money for something, for a rescue or something. And I said, well, okay. But did she say anything? Did she say anything about the channel? Did she say anything about? And she's like, no, but she's donated, money over there. And, I guess she's now giving money to that. She's going to give money to that rescue and we won't get anything anymore. I'm like, okay. And then that kind of went into, again, more frustration for me because I was saying, look, I understand what you're talking about. I get it. It's really hard to know who's trolling, who's, like Mark says, running with the hares and the hounds. But I don't think I don't think this person's doing anything wrong. I don't see I think this person just, was donating to a rescue. That was it. So there was discussion about that. There was discussion about, and then I just basically said, this is why I don't like social media. This is why I don't like these platforms. This is why I don't like YouTube, because of all of this, because you don't know who's a troll, who's on your side or not on your side, who's going to, come over here and say something and then go over to another channel and say something there and cause problems. And I said, it's just too much and it's a lot. And I just hate it. And I'm just so done with it. That's what I said. And I told her, I said, I don't really care at this point. You can have the channel if you want it because I'm just so done with it. That's what I said, because I was upset and I was frustrated and I was just done with it. Plus, I was trying to get ready because I needed to go. I needed to run out to the store before they closed at like 6 o'clock or whatever. And, I was on the phone with her for over 4 hours. And I called her at 2 o'clock because I think she texted me something about the nonprofit. So then, we're talking about, and I said, and then I went from that and I said, so from that, I took it to the issues with us trying to get monetized. And I said, it's like, it's that, here's the things I don't like about YouTube. It's what you just said, people that are running both, the different channels and causing drama and stirring the pot. And then it's also the the just YouTube itself and how hard it is to navigate, and the monetization process and how long that takes. Right, Mark. The whole thing, that whole deal with monetizing and only getting like an hour or two every day, having almost 4,000 hours. But, YouTube's like, oh, today you get 2 hours. Today you get 5 hours. Today you get 1 hour. Okay, you need to calm down right now. Don't jump on the computer. They're chasing each other. I thought he was going to jump across me for a minute. That's Rogue. Rogue's like, he's zoomy. You guys have food, right? Oh, it's Masu. Oh. They're playing. Masu and Rogue are playing. So they're swatting each other. So this is really hard. You want to talk hard? Try doing a live stream when you have cats doing zoomies over your head. So we were talking about, talking about that, talking about YouTube being so hard and so difficult and trying to navigate that. And then, I said, I don't know if she said or I said, but I don't know. We were talking about the fact that we haven't, that the channel, because we're not monetized, we are, the one thing that we were getting is we were getting donations. And she said, yeah, she said, I haven't even gotten any donations in a while. And I said, well, I had gotten some Fancy Feast Petites from somebody. So I had gotten, something. But, didn't, I didn't think much of it because I had gotten a lot prior. And plus I still had money in the PayPal account that I used on Good Friday. I mean, not Good Friday, Black Friday. And so I was okay. And she was complaining because she had to go to Sam's or Walmart or something and buy a bunch of cat food because, nobody was donating cat food to her. And she wanted the cartons of cat food that, she said, I was getting them on a regular basis. Now I'm not getting them. I'm not getting stuff and it's really not worth it if I'm not getting anything. And, and I'm kind of like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to close up the channel? And that was the discussion that we were having. Okay. So when she's telling you that it's all on me, it's not all on me. It's her too. Because her and I were having these discussions behind the scenes. Nobody was privy to them. And I'm only bringing it out now because I'm tired of her lies. And I'm sorry that I can't sugarcoat it because I can't. It's a lie. When she's saying that, well, I didn't do anything wrong. Everyone knew I was going to do an LLC. No, you didn't. You told me you didn't want to do an LLC. You told me that over and over and over again. And so then the next thing I started getting all these texts about let's see if I can find it here. Okay. So she ended up, I don't know, what day was this? Okay, so this was Thursday. This was Thursday of last week. So this was Thursday of last week. So again, Russ last night saying, I haven't talked to her in a week. He's full of, poopy. She texted me and she said, I have to change stuff on the articles of incorporation and bylaws. Even though there's no residence requirement, the banks won't open an account. No banking account equals no business. So that's when she first texted me. And then I said to her, why don't you just do an LLC and start a for-profit business? Be a consultant for communities trying to solve stray cat issues. You can get a tax ID free. There's a way you can incorporate charity into a for-profit. You're smart enough to do it, which is where that whole, profit with a purpose came from, because we talked about it. And then she said, now this is what she says when I tell her to start an LLC. Listen closely to this, particularly the people that are supporting her and saying that I'm a horrible person and that she never did anything wrong. She was going to do an LLC the whole time. Blah, blah, blah. Bullcrap. Because this is what she says to me. And this was just last Thursday. She says, no money in it here. Let me repeat that. No money in it here. Nobody cares here and not going to pay for services. Can't get funding as LLC. I just got the info to get discounts at Pets, Mega Store, Chewy, etc. as non-profit. Can't get that as LLC. Can't get reduced fees at vets either. There's just a bunch. It would be so much easier, but doesn't help as much. Does that sound like somebody that wants to start an LLC? And then all of a sudden there's a video posted yesterday morning. And on that, she's saying, well, I guess, I can do an LLC and I'll have a business and like, oh, I can rent out traps and I can do transportation. But Dawn, you just said there's no money in it. Nobody cares. So if there's no money in it and nobody cares, why are you starting an LLC and going to rent out traps that nobody's ever going to rent? Why are you going to offer transportation services that nobody's going to ever use? Because you said right here, nobody cares. Can't make any money. She says it right here. No money in it. Nobody cares. Here, right here. You can see it for yourselves. Right there's the text. See the name? Dawn Floyd. No money. No money in it. So, again, y'all dumb. Y'all dumb that are buying this BS from her. I'm going to do an LLC. No, I don't know what your deal is, but I'm pretty sure the money isn't going to go for an LLC because you dissolved she had to pay too to dissolve that nonprofit. That really irritated me because she paid for the nonprofit. Now she's claimed she paid for it out of her pocket, but again, no transparency at this point. We don't know what she's doing. So I don't understand, why would you start a business if nobody cares? Nobody's going to pay for services. And again, what did she just say on that other thing about, well, if I started a nonprofit, it would take money away from other groups. And it's like, and other funding, but there's no funding because you're saying right here, there's no funding. Nobody cares and not going to pay for services. Can't get funding. Well, this whole thing it's my head's spinning at this point. So I went at this point, and you have to understand too, it's not just about my frustration with the channel at play here. It's also my frustration with her and all of this goofiness because it's all a jumble mess. I don't know what the hell she's even talking about. And I'll tell you something else. I'm not the only one because when I was friends with Nunya sent me a text one time and she said, Wanda, can you deal with her? Meaning Dawn, because Nunya, she said, I cannot figure out what the hell she's talking about. And I don't have the patience for it. So it's not just me that's confused by all of this back and forth and in and out and up and down. So I said, get an LLC and take the channel over. The channel can be your business and you can get donations through that as it grows. Meaning, bro, now he's smacking Niff. Meaning, and again, you don't have context for this. If she shows something like this or says something like this, yeah, it looks like I was giving her the channel, but there were conversations before that. There were phone conversations where things were said that you're not privy to, just like what happened with Kim. There was things that people were not privy to. They didn't hear it. They didn't know what it was about. They only had the context. They had a one-dimensional context. They didn't have the full picture. So, and again, what I was saying yesterday, my plan was to let her take over because again, I'm on SSI. I have to be careful how much money I make a month, getting close to monetization. And we were talking about this and I was fully prepared to cut her in on whatever we were making. But these are conversations that we were having. And I thought that I could help her out if she put the because at one point I thought about putting an LLC. I mean, I even gave her information about that grant, that $20,000 business grant that I don't know if she ever applied for it. She was going to. That had to be in by the end of this month, and I was going to apply for it, but they couldn't tell myself and others. We were on a on an orientation call about it. And there was a couple of people saying, hey, look, I'm on disability. I can't make, if I get $20,000, I lose everything. I lose my housing. I lose everything. Yeah, I can maybe start a business, but how am I going to start a business if I'm living under the bridge? And they couldn't tell us with 100% certainty that that wouldn't happen, that we wouldn't lose things. So I ended up not applying for it, but I encouraged her to apply for it. I said, you could use the channel again. I told her she could use the Armchair Cat Advocate. She could make that into the business. I didn't have a problem with her being like, at the helm of the business, but I still wanted to be, I was never intending to just sign the whole thing over. And she knows that because we talked about that. Again, people don't know all the context. You just don't. So then she goes on to say, they are just really giving me grief and the runaround. Been on hold 47 minutes. He says the issue is that no one signed the bylaws. I said that's because everyone lives far away and would have to print and mail them, and some don't have transportation to mail them. And, and at this point I'm like, okay, I don't have all right, I do have transportation. It's just limited, first of all. And I had to explain that to her again. There's a mailbox like half a block down. I get my mail down here. We have mailboxes down in the lobby, not the lobby, the little vestibule area. So I can mail letters and things. Not a big deal. So I said, at that point, I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Use the channel as a for-profit business while you're pursuing the nonprofit. And I'm thinking, and this was like what I wanted to do with it. What I was wanting to do with the channel too is originally like running it as a for-profit. And that was another thing that we talked about. I would run it as a for-profit. She would, and then the funds that I got from that would go to her to start a nonprofit. We talked about that too. We talked about a lot of different things. So what I'm talking about here, when you read it, it sounds like I'm signing everything over to her, but there's more context behind that than people know. And that's what I feel like people need to understand. I mean, I know there's still going to be people that are going like, you, Wanda, I'm supporting Dawn because you're an evil, nasty biche. But there's also going to be people, just like with the situation with the Pink Channel, where they're going to sit and think and go, wait, that doesn't make sense. So then I said, and I said to her, I said, that way you'll have some income while waiting, meaning, you'll have some income while waiting to get that nonprofit started. Because actually it probably would make more sense for her to have the for-profit than for me to have the for-profit because of my disability. You see where I'm going here though, folks. It's a dance. And her and I were hashing this stuff out. And this was stuff that we were hashing out in private because, as you can hear from me talking right now, it's complicated and somewhat confusing. That's why we needed to hash it out in private before we presented it to everybody and let them know exactly what we were doing. But she couldn't wait. And I said, I'll sign it over to you. And then I told her, I said, I can mail it, meaning I can mail the signature or whatever. I said, I can mail it. That's not a problem. How do you think I send in my rent every month? Because I send in my rent check every month. So then she goes on to say, okay, so the lady at the state said I would still have to file an amendment and it's no big deal. But even so, I would still have to get 3 directors to sign by August. Okay. We're in December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. About roughly 9 months. She couldn't get signatures in 9 months. You really think that she wouldn't be able to send paperwork out, we all sign it, send it back to her, and that couldn't happen before August of next year. Then she says, so I have two choices. Take off all 4 directors and find 4 local ones by August, or keep you all and send a hard copy one at a time for you each to sign. Can't send 4 separates. It has to have all 4 signatures on one bylaws form. This would take forever with our mail. Well, yeah, but it wouldn't take 9 months. And this what I was like, I don't get it. What's the big deal? Send it. I mean, okay, she has 3 board members here in Pennsylvania. Actually, 3, and we're all within 10 minutes of each other or so. I mean, I can get it. I'm going to see Susan at Christmas. My friend Tiana, I can go up and see her. I can drive it to her place. And then I could just send it back. It wouldn't have been a big deal. And then she just had cat mama. Then I said, can you send it electronically? Ask them that. Have everyone sign, then print out a hard copy. Then she goes on to say, do you think Susan and Tiana could just meet with you, or do you all not get together much? I don't know the distance between you all. So, and I like, yeah, we can do that. And then she goes on to say that this is the guy from the bank. By the way, this is the guy from the bank. This isn't even like the person from the state or whatever. This is from the bank, and that doesn't even make sense. And I told her that. I said, I don't even make sense why the bank person's telling you this. So the bank person says, we will run into this issue every time banking requires documents. And I said, that doesn't even make sense. None of it made sense to me, because I'm on nonprofit. Now, of course, she's in Arkansas, so there might be some different rules. But here in Pennsylvania, I've been on several boards. Never had to do that. I never had to sign anything as a board member. Unless you were like the president or treasurer or something like that. But just a board member, never had to sign anything. And I did look up the Arkansas like nonprofit requirements and stuff. And one person could be like treasurer, president, and whatever the other one was. And it was like, okay, well, I can do that. I can be all 3 for temporary till you get this through. So, okay. So that was Thursday. Okay. So on Friday, 1:21 p.m., I get this from her. All right. Okay. So I guess I'm just giving up on the nonprofit. You didn't even start it. You didn't even do anything with it. You didn't even see. And this is what I'm telling people. If you're going to, you have one little bump in the road, I give up. Bye. See, I mean, does this situation look familiar to what just happened on this channel? Wanda made my video private and I got upset with her. Bye. How are you going to get anything done, Dawn? I mean, this is a legitimate question. And it's a question that people should be having who gave her money. You should be, unless you are, one of her, if you have your nose up her butt, that's fine. But if you are someone like Mark or like my friend or somebody else that you gave her money and it's like, okay, gave you this for nonprofit. You gave up this easily over a stupid signature that could have been done? Because you feel it would take 9 months to send out paperwork and get it back? I mean, it would take a while probably. But I can't imagine that it would take 9 months. So she says, okay, I guess I am just giving up on the nonprofit. I spent all morning on the phone and I simply can't move forward without having all board members sign the bylaws on the same copy. It would be an absolute nightmare as I would have to overnight it to each member after they sign. Well, you had $600, Dawn. I think you can afford to overnight it. I think you didn't want to do the nonprofit. I don't know what the LLC thing is now, but you want to talk about a crap show frick fest, and I wish I could say the actual words, but I have to really be mindful now because I need hours. So then she says, just gonna pay the $50 and dissolve the damn thing. I can't even turn it into an LLC. I would have to start from scratch to make one. So she paid $50 to dissolve it. I don't know, how much would it cost to overnight something? $20 max, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. And then I said to her, Dawn, someone is giving you bad advice. My housing provider is a nonprofit and an LLC. Something isn't right. Reach back out to Mike Wheeler and see what he says. He's the one from the Human Animal Support Services. And then it goes on to say he told me that they can be signed electronically, but I have no idea how to do that. It's just a Word document. Okay, I don't know how to do a lot of things either, but you find out, right? Right? I mean, am I just dumb here? Like, I didn't know how to do I didn't know how to do slideshows, but I learned. I didn't know how to do. There's a lot of stuff I still don't know how to do on YouTube, but I learned. So then I said, ask him how to send it electronically. He's being, about it. So let him help, meaning the bank guy, because he's the one that wants all this stuff. I said, then ask him, let him do it. He might even be able to overnight it for you or something. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they'll help you out with that. So then she goes on, okay, so if I figure this out, I need to have an email for Susan and Tiana, my friends. Could you ask them if I can get that info? I only have mailing addresses. Then she goes on, I actually just found out that I couldn't pursue it further to get the 501c3 without the signature, so would have to do something anyway, not just for the bank. The application for the 501c3 requires signed bylaws. Are you understanding now, folks? Some of you have to be. Some of you have to be understanding why I was like, I'm done with this channel. I'm done with everything. Do you see the glazed look in my eyes right now? Do you understand that my head is about to explode just rereading this crap? And this was day in and day out and day in and day out. So, but there's more. So then I said, you can just send it to me and I'll forward it to them. Probably easier that way. That's what I said. That's what I said in the beginning. I could just take it. Send me a copy. I can get all 3 signatures for you. That's what I just said. I just said that. I just said that, right? Didn't I just say that, Mark? I thought I just said that. They're going to lock me away. They're going to. Okay, so now there's more. Oh, for frick's sake. The lady at the bank says, I just need you all to write your name on a piece of paper, take a picture, and send it to me. It can then be added to the friggin' document. I can't believe no one told me how to do it. Or she said to install focusing. I can look into that. I have no idea what's behind that. There's more. Saturday. We're now into Saturday. We're now into Saturday at 8 p.m. No luck trying to fix the issues with the bylaws today. I tried setting it up through DocuSign, but since that produces legal binding documents, they can't be forwarded from one person to the next. No, but you can forward them. You can send them out individually to each person. I know that for a fact because I volunteer with this organization called the Corporation for Supported Housing. In fact, I just had a meeting with the director today because I'm helping. I think I said this before. I'm helping them incorporate people with lived experience of homelessness into their organization. I've been volunteering for a while. They got funding to pay us stipends, and part of that is we had to sign like some tax form or something. And guess what? They used DocuSign. And guess what? They sent each of us an individual DocuSign form to fill out. Imagine that. They didn't forward it. They sent each one of us that. And my bigger question is, why don't you just ask somebody how to do this? It's not hard. It's like, Mr. Bankman, hello. I don't understand what you're telling me. Attitude. We have it's called Grocery Outlet. And they used to have this jingle. It has little puppets. I don't know if you guys have a grocery outlet. Mark, I know you probably don't, but Catitude, I don't know. And their little jingle was, but wait, there's more. And they would show you all the groceries. So, but wait, there's more. I'm going to just reread this. No luck trying to fix the issues with the bylaws today. I tried setting it up through DocuSign, but since that produces legal binding documents, they can't be forwarded from one person to the next. I would still have to send it to each person, and I don't have a way to do that other than sending it regular mail, so I will probably just dissolve it on Monday. I can't move forward as it stands. I will probably have to go the LLC route instead. It's kind of a bummer, but not giving up, just have to go a different route. Are my eyes crossed yet? Anybody really? An American thing. Again, why aren't you just asking somebody how to do this? Why aren't you just, as someone who's not a tech person, I can tell you this would be that bank guy would be like, that bank guy would be bending over backwards to help me because he'd be like, I want to get rid of this freaking wacko Karen. Because I need help, dude. Like now. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. But wait, there's more. Now we're into Sunday. I went into the GoFundMe to end it, but it won't let me. Only you can edit or remove it. The funds are transferred out, but it can only be closed or changed by you. I can't even change the wording to say a non-profit, to say a for-profit, I guess. The wording to not say a nonprofit. If you get time, can you either change the wording or turn off accepting donations or delete it? Multiple choice now. A, B, C. Change the wording. Delete it. or turn off accept donations. Which do I choose? So my response is like, I have therapy at 11. Thank God. I'm not lying. I had therapy at 11 o'clock. I have therapy at 11. I'll do it after that. Do you want the whole thing deleted or just donations turned off until you decide for sure that the nonprofit isn't an option? Again, they're going to lock me away. And there's more. Originally, I was just going to put it off and put it in stasis. I just don't want anyone thinking they donated and I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Well, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Are you, Dawn? Because you're not even giving them any information. You're not being transparent. You're not anything. Where is it? That's right. Just ask Google. Just ask Google. My dad used to say that. Dad said, he said, you should be a comedian. Originally, I just don't want. I didn't do what I was supposed. They donated, and then I didn't do what I was supposed to. I just can't get anywhere without a way to get everyone's signature on it. But you can. You just need the DocuSign. Oh no, cat mama. This attitude. Do you understand now? Do you understand? I mean, this is not, I mean, I know there's people who are going to be like, you're being mean to her. You're making fun of her. No, I'm not. I'm not making fun of her. Seriously, I'm just trying to make this funny because this is so stressful. This is like even rereading it. Do you understand? I was living this. This is like my head's about to explode now just rereading it. Like, I'm seriously, the song, you know, they're going to take me away. They're going to take me away. That's what I feel like. To the funny farm. Cat mama, that is, I had carpal tunnel. That's terrible. Oh no. Mark, you did it. Well, it's official. Uncle Jack has competition. I give up. I give up. You know, you guys obviously want this to be, you know, Jerry Springer cat channel, the cat channel, the cat channel reboot of Jerry Springer. So you know what? I can't fight it anymore. We're just going with it. We're just gone with it. Did they give you a break? What is going on back there? Even they're going bonkers. Do you have a brace or anything for it? Because I used to wear a brace, and I still have a brace because I have my thumb bothers me still, and that seemed to help. Holy crap! What is going on back there? They just ran up onto the. Who is that back there? Is that Zuki? I don't know who that is. No, that's an idea, Mark. Mark would know all about that. So then it goes on to say, I just can't get anywhere without a way to get everyone's signature on it. It seems like such a stupid problem, but it's completely stopping me. I can't reach out to Susan or Tiana, but maybe you can let them know so they don't wonder what's happened. I gave her their emails. And then she went on to say, all right, I can email them once it's all sorted. I hate all of the red tape this has led to. I just have no idea how to make it work. I won't make any permanent decisions till later this week, but so far I have no solutions. But you did. You made a decision really quick. So I just said that I would stop the donations and make it so the fundraiser doesn't show up. And this is what I said to her. I said, okay, then I will just stop donations and make it so the fundraiser doesn't show up. Maybe do a short video on your end, meaning her, and explain this to everyone, meaning explain what's happening with the nonprofit. I never said anything about explain, you know, tell people that you're taking over the channel or you might take over the channel. I never said that. I said just, and that's what I thought was going to be in that video. So for those of you, again, And I know this is exhausting and I have to keep saying it. But, for some reason, the Kool-Aid seems to be laced with some kind of forgetting agent. So I can't have to keep reminding everyone that the video was only supposed to be about her struggles with the nonprofit setup, not anything about what we had talked about with possibility of her taking over the nonprofit or the channel or anything else. So, let's see. All right, and then that's it. That's pretty much. Or then we went into. Then it was the big hoop-de-doo of yesterday. But I wanted people to understand. I mean, this is what was going on, and to me, it was pretty straightforward because I've used DocuSign already, and DocuSign you sign it, you sign it, you sign it, and I don't know, you send it somewhere. That's what I've had to sign things through DocuSign already because I've actually had different providers or whatever ask me, can you do DocuSign? Can you pull out on your phone or computer or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, well, I'll try it. And it's easy. You just sign it and you send it back to a main source. So I don't understand the whole issue. Well, Cat Mama, that might not be I mean, it just stops the stream on your end, right? It doesn't stop. Like, I mean, like if Mark's saying something untoward, it wouldn't like stop the stream and cut him off. Yeah, Mark. I mean, I don't get what the problem was there. Because the three of us, myself and Susan and Tiana, we're here. We're like 10 minutes away from each other. It's not hard. It wouldn't be hard for us to. I mean, she could have sent DocuSign to Cat Mama. Could have sent hard copy to me. Could have got all three signatures here, sent it back to her. I don't even know how much it costs to overnight something. It doesn't cost that much, does it? I mean, it definitely. Let's see. How much? Does it cost to overnight a letter? Let's see here. Okay. It starts around $27 to $28 for a standard flat rate envelope. So basically for the price of, so let's just talk about this for a minute. Basically for the price of dissolving the nonprofit, which was $50, well, a little more because it's $27, $28. So for about $10 more, she could have overnighted that document to me, could have got everybody signed, myself, and because like I said, I'm seeing my one friend on Christmas. The other ones I can easily run up and see her. And yeah. There's been a lot going on today, Cat Mama, on the channel. Things are out of hand. Things are really out of hand. And I'm trying my best to rein them in, and I'm trying my best to explain what's happening so that people understand, because they're not getting all the facts from certain people. They're just not. They're not getting everything that went down. And it's frustrating. Yeah. Yeah, I know you've been at work all day. So you probably haven't been on, I'm sure you're not on internet or able to, you're not like Mark that. he's pulling out his phone and playing on his phone in between changing a tire. But because Cat Mama actually does her job, Mark. She's a responsible person. She's not watching Fury videos in between changing out brake pads or tightening a nut. No, he's going to say something about that. But we're just, I'm just trying to point out that the that nonprofit could have gone forward. It really could have. I don't see why it couldn't have. Because I mean, she only had to, the only really you were the one that she had to worry about, and it could even have taken you off temporarily and then brought you back, because we only needed 3 board members, so and you got everything straightened out. So anyway, so that's what I wanted to go over, because and Cat Mama, since I know since you're late to the party because you're working, unlike some people, there's been trolling on the channel. There's been stuff going on. There were comments left by Dawn, and they were not very nice. So yeah, we're going to keep going. I mean, we'll keep going with everything. We'll just keep going. We'll try to get things back on track, and we deal with Mark's going to just deal with the trolls as he sees them, because he has bestowed upon him the power of the wrench. I don't know where my little crown is. I have to start wearing my crown when I do live streams, because I have Sir Mark and Lady Catitude and Lady Cat Mama. I'm not even going to try to do an English accent, because you'd laugh your butt off at me, Mark. I mean, I think it's fairly okay, but someone that's truly from that area of the world and actually has that accent would just say, like, what are you doing? You can actually go on here, Mark. I'll show you. So now you can do this. This is on your computer. I'm just going to show you the app, but they have it's here. Oh, we lost another subscriber. Yippee! So it's YouTube. We have a nice even number now, though, 820. That's good. We have you have the YouTube studio. If you go into if you're on your computer and you go into YouTube and you go to the Armchair Cat Advocate and you click on the little icon with Rogue's face, it'll do a drop down and then it'll say YouTube Studio. And then you go into, I think it's community. Yeah, I think it's community. And then you'll see all the comments. So you don't have to hunt for them. Like on here, let's see, like down here. I don't know if you can see this. You see there? See, it says community there. Now this is the app, but it's basically the same. That's where you want to go. You want to go to community. So if you click on that, it's Callie. Okay, so well, that I mean, this is nice. I got a supportive comment from Callie. So, um, but see, Mark, see, it'll say comments, and then it says like view all, and it'll say view all, and then you can just go down the list and you can see. So, if you see anything bad, I don't either, Cat Mama. I don't understand. There are Catitude. What did you say? There were like what, 4 or 5 new channels. I mean, they're sock accounts. They're not real channels. They're people they're trolls. They're trolls that are like constantly changing their name so that they can come over here and cause problems. And I'm at the point where I just basically told Dawn she needs to stop. She needs to control her people. These are her people coming over here. These are not my people. Because if they were, she found, okay, so she found 5 of them. She found 5 like, fake usernames that people are using to troll under. And Rick, at least one of them was Rick, because I hid him because he left a nasty comment, and he came back as, we believe, a username Peter, because what he said was that Catitude and I deserve each other because we're both sad and lonely people. And then he was saying the same thing over on Dawn's channel, apparently. I haven't looked. I'm not, I feel the same way about her channel and her as I do with Kim at this point. It's like, you do you, boo, stay over there, stay away from me, and everything's good. But she chose to come over here and try to start things. That's right, Cat Mama. I mean, if whatever you want to do, if you want to support, if Rick wants to support Dawn, fine, go support Dawn. Supporting Dawn is not coming over here and causing problems. That's not supportive. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, and we're not sad and lonely. No, you're not either, are you, Masu? I mean, I don't know how. I Catitude, I don't understand how we can be, I mean, maybe sad, but I don't know how we can be lonely when we have each other. But it was just, Dawn came over and she was upset because I didn't remove her. Oh, thanks, Andrew. That's Masu. She was upset because I didn't remove the. She said that I never asked for permission to do the poll about Cookie, and that I was making her feel pressured that she should keep Cookie. I'm like, okay, I have a screenshot. I have a text that says otherwise, because she was talking about how it would add to engagement and laughing about it, and it was just like, I just don't understand it, Cat Mama. I don't. Like, if you don't want to be a part, if you don't want to be a part of the channel anymore, then don't be a part of the channel anymore. Oh, you got bullied on here, on this channel? By who? Or do you mean like in YouTube in general? Yeah, I have Taurus, a tabby cat mama. He's beside me. We all do. Okay. Yeah, Fury's on the he's sleeping. Nif is sleeping. I don't know where everybody else is. Oh, Cat Mama sent us pictures of her kitties. Do you mind if I show them, Cat Mama? I just showed the pictures. Yeah, we have. Let me see here. Well, I have. Let me see. My two. This is Masu here. Him and Zuki are brother and sister. Let me see if I can find a picture here of. Is this Tora? Here, this is the one that's beside me right now. That's Tora. He's beside me right now. He's laying here on his bed. And I don't know for sure, but I do think that Tora might be Masu's father. I think, but I'm not sure. All right, let me look up your because I do want to. I'll put them up on the community tab too. I just didn't get a chance to do it today. I did look at them though because they're really cute. Okay, so here's I don't know who's who, but I'm just gonna. I don't have a Christmas. I don't, Andrew, because of cats, and I'm afraid of what they would do to it. So there's some of her babies, and this one's cute. I guess that's Neffy. I'm guessing that's a little. Look, that one's cute. Yeah, it looks like you like Christmas. Oh, so let me get the other ones here. And wait, is this the one? Yeah, here they are. Here they are. There's our other ones. And they're really pretty. It's actually color coordinated too, Cat Mama. And they are looking out the window. Oh, look, Mark. Look at the flag. Well, now, Mark, don't say anything about Christmas because you know Krampus will come. Do you know that, right? Krampus will come. I don't know if UK has knows about Krampus. Watch the movie; it'll explain everything. Because if you say that you don't believe in Christmas anymore, you don't believe in Santa Claus, then Krampus will come and you're in trouble. Over that, let me see. Oh, okay. So this is an old sheet. Oh, the nice sheet. Is that an old sheet? That's the nice sheet. Oh, you don't know who Oh, you know Krampus. You don't know who Krampus is. I thought the UK would. Maybe is that German? Maybe it's a German thing. Okay, so there's a movie called Krampus. You got to watch Krampus. Now, because of copyright, I think I can only show a picture. See if I can find a picture of Krampus. I would play you a clip, but I don't think Krampus is my friend. I don't think. Catitude. How is it that I would expect that? Oh my god. I'm with you, Cat Mama. Um, it's like holidays for me are like Thanksgiving and Christmas. I spend time with my friend Susan and her family because I'm there. We're basically family at this point. So it's a day to get together and just be grateful to have your friends. That's the way I look at it. So I'm with you. I mean, it's not that it's it's I don't make a big deal over it either. Well, if Krampus visits, then you won't be lonely. But here's the question, Cat Mama: will you still be sad? Because are you going to be like Cat Mama and I? I mean, Catitude and I, sad and lonely. Isn't that a song? Sad and lonely. Sounds like it should be an Elvis song. Let's see if I can find Krampus. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe. Let me see if I can find a picture of Krampus. I'm looking for a good picture here of Krampus, and all they have is just the. I can't show a clip, obviously, because of stupid YouTube. Oh, by the way, you remember speaking of YouTube and the copyright, do you remember me talking about the Fury video where I used royalty free music from an editing app on my phone? And it was called something like Blue Duck. And I got a copyright claim on it. And it was claimed that it was like some Swedish yodeling person who had been unalived for I don't know how many years. Yeah, that's only the lonely, but if you're happy, clap your hands. Yes, but Catitude. The thing with country songs. What the trick to a country song is, got to play it backwards because if you play it backwards, you get your car back, you get your wife back, you get your husband back, you get your dog back, you get your house back. I'm trying to find a good picture here of Krampus. Come on, Krampus. I don't know. Maybe this is one. Let's see here. Yeah. Let me see. Is this it? Maybe this is it. Well, I don't know if you can see this. That's not a good one either. All they have is pictures of. Oh, here. Let's try this one. Here we go. Oh, oh no, that's Krampus Unleashed. But that's okay. You can still. Oh, you can still see it. Oh, it's actually on Tubi. So this is Krampus, but this I'm talking about the original one, but that's what Krampus looks like. So Krampus comes in Mark. Krampus comes and punishes bad boys and girls if they haven't been good all year long. The naughty and nice. Santa takes care of the nice boys. Krampus takes care of the naughty boys. Oh, Cat Mama, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Also, oh, he's looking at it. You can see him. There he is. You can't see him very well. Look what they did to they did to the couch. They pulled the cover off the couch again. And then it's a pain to try to get it back on because they lay on the couch, and then when they do get off and they see me putting the cover back on, then they're automatically on it, trying to climb underneath the cover, and it's a mess. I'm going to see Sad, and I'm pretty sure there's a song called Sad and Lonely. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Sad and Lonely. Yeah, there is a song. It's by Morgan White, Sad and Lonely. I can't play it, obviously, because I'll get a copyright claim, but I liked Roy Orbison. No. But, Cat Mama, going back to Christmas, at least people get off that day. The name sounds familiar, but I've never heard of Morgan White, I don't think. I don't know. So Cat Mama, let's ask Cat Mama this question since she wasn't here and we asked it. So, considering everything that's gone on with this channel, this poor, battered and abused channel over the last few months, I need to take a breath, Mark. So we're thinking about, or one of the things I was thinking about, and I was actually talking to Dawn about this before Dawn decided to up and leave, about privatizing the channel. So basically what that would be is the channel would be private. You'd have to be like invited in. And I was thinking like Catitude had the idea of making it kind of like a membership thing where people would donate between, I'd have tiers like $1 and $20 maybe every month to see the content. And I don't know if that's against YouTube's terms of service or anything, but I'm just kind of thinking, I'm really tired of dealing with these issues. I'm tired of dealing with the trolls. I'm tired of dealing because now, and as I said earlier, I just really would rather, oh my. Well, I guess if Uncle Jack got monetized, I guess this should go through, Mark. So, anyway, Cat Mama, that's what we were kind of thinking about. Is I don't know the possibility of that, but you're thinking about that because I'm just really tired of. I'm just tired of the whole thing with, it just seems like it can't catch a break here. It's just the constant one, a revolving door of these unhinged people coming in and out. Yeah, I know, but it's also, I also feel obligated to the people that are here like you, Cat Mama. I mean, you're here because you want a little levity from, your life, and a little escapism and some entertainment, and it just is really sad, you know, not necessarily lonely, but really sad that we just keep having these issues with people. I'm hoping that, because I said in the beginning, I'm making it very clear, Mark, and you missed this part too, Cat Mama, but Mark is going to, there's going to be zero tolerance going forward for people that are here to cause problems. I don't care what your username is. I don't care who you are. It's just done. And, if Dawn continues to come back and cause problems, she's going to be gone too. I mean, the comment was like, "Oh, I figured you'd have hidden me already, but I can still comment." Like, why are you even here though? But you don't want to be here. You didn't want to be part of this community. You made it very clear you left. And now you're back, and now you're stirring up trouble, Like, now you're back. Get out of space. You just walked in to find you here with that same look on your face. I should change that stupid lock. I should have unmade you manager. Yeah, it's like they because I don't want people. I mean, that was the idea when when I had knowledge is power. I considered that, I tried to make that as trauma informed of a space as possible. Right, Mark? Ding, ding, ding. And I want to do the same thing with the Armchair Cat Advocate. I want to make it a safe space for people, and people be able to come in here and feel like they can say things and they can express themselves. And, there's going to be civil discourse, and sometimes we may not agree, but we can agree to disagree. But there shouldn't be this kind of crap of coming in and, I mean, her comments are still up, Cat Mama. You can see them. They're on the community post. There's one complaining about the fact that I put up a poll about Cookie that she said she didn't approve, and that isn't true. And then there was another one about the comment that I read yesterday. I don't know if you were here when I did it, but I read the one comment that I had posted saying that, maybe she should just take the channel over and make that into an LLC. And then she came back with, "Well, what did you expect me to think?" And like, okay, if you watched the stream from yesterday or even part of it, you would have seen me not only read that comment, but also apologize to you. But instead, you and Rick want to keep spinning this narrative that for 6 hours, all I did was smear you and bully you and whatever else she claimed. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm just like, you don't want to be a part of you don't want to be a part of this, fine. Oh, you have a papaya tree. Huh. Well, I guess, where you're at, it's warm enough. Bottom bump. That's for you, Mark. So there's no, you already killed the, oh no, you unalived the mango. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say a few words for the mango? No, Cat Mama, they did the balcony today, or they have it pretty much done. I don't know about the other side, but my side was, they did that. They said it was really bad too. He said it was really, really, really bad. I'm like, great. I was walking on the thing every night. It's a wonder I didn't fall through it. That all the wood was rotted. Oh, yes, goodbye. Sad. Well, that tree deserves Catitude and myself. Yeah, I guess you can grow a lot of stuff in your area. Well, he said it's a few. I actually, when I woke up this morning, I heard the pounding and everything, and the cats were all in the living room, like looking out. And I'm like, oh no, they're on the balcony, and I didn't move the cat box. I hope they didn't, because the landlord said, well, it's just going to be thrown away if you don't move stuff. I went out and I just cracked the door and I asked the guy, I said, can you tell me where the things on the balcony went? And he said, oh yeah, I just put it over there on the metal part. He said, for time being, he said, well, I'll put it back when I'm done. I'm like, oh, okay. And see, our landlord said, they won't move anything because they don't have insurance to move anything. I'm like, really? Well, they moved my stuff today. They didn't have a problem with it. So dumb. But it looks really nice. I'll take a picture of it once it's done. They still have, or I'll do a little video once it's done. They had, I watched some of it. I didn't want to like, stare out the window at them because they think I'm some kind of weirdo. And I would have just said to them, I'm sorry, I'm sad and lonely. Can I be your friend? But but they tore the whole thing out and it was like all rotted. It was ugh. It was all right. They had to replace. I think he said they had to replace like half of it, like the whole. I don't know if they call it like the foundation or not foundation, but the cross beams and stuff underneath. But yeah, they have. Okay, so I wasn't sure if that balcony, because some balconies apparently have concrete on them, and I didn't know if they would have to take the railings down and everything, but they didn't. They just they pulled all the wooden parts off, and then I don't know. I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to be the creeper looking out the window watching them because that's just weird. But I did see just part of it that he tore up and it was all rotted. So it looked like it was the cross beams, wood cross beams, and then built like up on top. I don't know. So they didn't take the railing down or anything, and when they were leaving, I asked him, I said, can I walk on that? Well, it's raining now, so I don't know if I'll feed the cats tonight or not, because when it's raining they usually don't come out. So I just have they always have a pan of dry food under the car. I always have a big pan of dry food under there for them and water, so they always have something to eat. But I don't know if I'll put wet food out, because if I I can get like 2 plates under the car enough that they don't get wet, but everything else gets wet, and then it's sloppy and they won't eat it. Yeah, the metal stairs last year, they fixed those. They finally are fixed. They're fixing stuff. It was really nice. So I'm gonna email the assistant director of mental health services and the program coordinator, and just let them know that it looks really good. because I've see, I got on this. Okay, so Mark, particularly for you, because you're in the UK and you're everything. I think everything's set up differently in the UK than it is in America. So in America, we have organizations called COCs, continuums of care. So the continuums of care, and they can be called different things. Like they rebranded ours a couple years ago. They called it the York County Coalition on Homelessness. But it is every county has one of these organizations, and they are the organization, the government organization that addresses homelessness in that area. So they do things like training, and every month there's a meeting, and you can go to these meetings. You don't have to be like a head director of a nonprofit or anything to go. So I go. I'm like probably the only person there that's like a citizen, and I have lived experience of homelessness, so I go. And I've been going since about 2014. So I've been going for a long time. I've been going longer than a lot of the providers have been going. And there's been discussions about the different organizations that are not administering like these permanent support housing programs appropriately. So I, had these discussions with the head of the COC, and they also have a committee that reviews all of the project proposals. It's called the Project Funding Evaluation Team Committee, and anybody can be on that. You can be you don't have to be somebody in the housing field to be in it. You can be a citizen and be a private citizen and be a community member and be on it. So I'm on that, and there was issues with the organization that I rent from. They weren't spending all of the money that they were getting every year. They would get between $28,000 and $30,000 every year, not spending all of it. And because I am there, and because I have a big mouth and I like to run it, I was saying, hey, I live there. I live at that building. There's stuff that needs to be repaired. And I think that's part of the problem, because then they started looking at it, and then they questioned it. And the next thing there's like, oh no, we have to spend all this money. Which I'm glad I'm glad that they're doing the balcony, because that was bad. That was really bad. I mean, you really could feel it. When you would walk on it, it would just be going like boom, boom. And then spots it would go like woo. Oh, are we talking about figs? Oh, don't talk about figs around Mark. I can just see that going sideways so fast. Wow, you have all that. You have all that. Do you have Oh wow. I didn't realize you had. I didn't. So you must have like a little lawn, or a little, like a yard area. I thought you were. I don't know. For some reason, I thought you were in like a condo. That's nice that you have room for that. I don't like the lawn. Mark, Mark, Mark. Now, considering my history here of what's happened with the last two managers I've had on this channel, and my history, what's happened to me with people I've met on YouTube and befriended, what do you think is gonna happen if I sign up for an online dating site? Do you really think I'm going to meet a rich fella? Or do you think I'm going to meet an axe murderer? And you'll find pieces of me strewn all over York. And I really won't be. And the channel will be like, Wanda hasn't uploaded for a while. What happened? I don't know. Is Wanda okay? Some of you will be emailing like, Wanda, you okay? Wanda, are you okay? And eventually, when I don't show up for a month and a half, there'll be a search party. It'll be like, well, I know she lives in York. I think we can figure it out. Mark's good at that. He can probably find my address. And there'll be a call and there'll be a search and find the man of my dreams. Yeah, Cat Mama. Thank you, Cat Mama. No, I find the man. Oh, no, really. Find the man of my dreams. I don't think I would find the man of my dreams on online dating, sir. I really don't. I really don't. Considering, like I said, considering my track record with the people that I've met online that were not romantic relationships and how badly that went, I can just imagine how a romantic relationship would go. What you doing, Rogue? Oh, he's using the litter box. At least he's not pooping tonight. That's right, Catitude. You're right. Well, if you sign up, we'll go on together. Yeah, because you are. You know what? That doesn't say much for the person that you communicate with every day, does it? If Catitude's sad and lonely, and she has somebody she talks to every day, wow, that's not saying much for certain people. Well, which one would you suggest, Mark? I don't know if I should be going. Cat Mama, help. Look, Cat Mama, if I blink twice, that's the sign, okay? Because I don't know where this is going to go. Remember, it's Mark. Well, I know they said that, Mark. They said that, but my point is, if Catitude and I are sad and lonely, then that doesn't reflect well on the person that she's talking to every day. Doesn't matter who says it. It's still a slap to you, too. Yeah, it was Peter. Well, why are you telling me to try if you never tried one? You're just going to throw me under the bus. Jeez. Okay, Mark. I get what's going on here now. I get it. I get what's going on here now. I don't like this. This is a nefarious plan, my friend. You want this channel, don't you? You want this. You want this channel. Okay, we'll put a poll up, Mark, and we'll see. We'll put a poll up. I'll put a poll up and see who they want to run the channel. Mark with the wrench or me, the sad and lonely person. Plenty of fish. Even that name. One Fury. Yeah, I should do that. That would be funny. That would be actually funny, wouldn't it? That would be a funny poll. You can put up who should run the channel, Fury or me? Fury's my Here we go, Mark. Fury's my new manager. How's that? Fury is my new manager. We've decided. Fury, come here. Come here. Come here. He's like, come here. He says, hell no. I know what you did last night. Come here. Fury, come here. Fury, come here. Fury, come here. Fury, you're not being a good manager. Maybe he wants a wrench. Maybe we should make Fury a mod. No, we should make Jack a mod. Yeah. Jack has that, he has that uppercut. Jack, he's a little boxer. Once all this gets done, I want to make Jack I want to do a new box for Jack, and I'm going to put a little sign on it, like laminated or something, and call it Jack the Cat Shack. And take a picture of it and send it to Jack. Yeah, but Fury could be manager. He can be manager. Fury's too tired to be anything. Well, as much as I love Abra Catitude, I don't think she'd be a good manager either because, she likes to wander off. She takes too many vacation days. And Nif, he's obsessive compulsive. So I don't think he would be good because he would just be, he'd never get anything uploaded. He'd be too busy looking at it, re-looking at it, looking at it, looking at it, looking at it again. And Rogue, I don't know what Rogue's just having a field day with that. Oh no, he's going to poop. Oh, and it's going to stink. Rogue, do you have to do this while I'm streaming? Really? If you... Mark, do you hear that? I hope not. That's not me, okay? That's the cat. Oh my, Rogue. Oh, I hope that didn't pick up for people because did you hear? He's over there pooping and he's pooping and farting at the same time. Now, really. Oh, now comes the stench. Yeah, we need to rename this channel. This truly is a shit show at this point. Yeah, Rogue, cover that up, man. That is rank. Yeah, this is the second time he did that. Remember, he did it yesterday too. Think he's telling me something? Well, maybe the other channel's right. Not only were Jerry Springer shows also shit. Yeah, he's stinky too. He even covered it. Fury's looking at, I wish you could see Fury. Fury's like, that's what mine do too, Cat Mama. Nif has a fit. If things aren't covered just right, he will get into the litter box and he'll cover it, uncover, cover, uncover. And all the time he's doing like, yeah, it does. Yeah. So, oh, Abra, come on up here. I didn't know you were down there. Now she's laying down here at my feet. I didn't even see her. She was laying down here on the black of this cover because half of it's on the floor from them pulling it down. There she comes. Here, come here. Come here a minute. Just come here a minute, and then you can go back and lay down. I want. Look, Catitude. Look. There you are. Say hi. Can you open your eyes so people know that you actually have them. Okay, come over here. You want to come back over here now? No, you don't have to leave. I just wanted you to see. I just wanted Catitude to see you. There you go. There's her tail. And there goes Rogue. I don't know what he's up to now. She is tired, Mark. She was out. She went out. Let's see. She went out 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock in the evening on Saturday. She didn't come back until last night. So when I went out around 11, I guess, she was out there waiting to come in. So she was out for about 2 days or so. I don't know where she sleeps or anything. I have an extra little bed up there for him, but I don't know where she sleeps. I don't think she goes to any. I don't think that she goes to like a. I don't think there's anybody else that takes her in or anything because I've never seen her. She runs when people are around. She doesn't like to be around people. Well, that's what I wondered too, Mark, but I don't think so because like I said, she's not a real. See, she was born outside. And I didn't really start working with her until she was at around 6, 8 months, I guess. She was an older cat or an older kitten when I started working with her. And she's not really scared of people, but she won't go to them either. It's kind of like Moosh and Yum Yum. Yeah, Rogue left because he can't stand the smell. Yeah, he left. Yeah, he deposited his little gift and then left. Did you guys eat all your food? Wow, they ate all their food. I can't believe that. They must like that food. I got them some. So Chewy had around on, let's see, it was Black Friday and I think Cyber Monday. They had 40% off of the more premium foods. So I got them Nulo, some Nulo like little stews and the Weeruva. I got them a couple of the premium things just to see. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think, Catitude. She's probably eating from under the car. And yeah. Because every time I call her, she comes out from like a yard area in between yards. So I think she's and I don't know where Lawless stays either, but now that the balcony's repaired, I'm just kind of holding my breath that the landlord doesn't have this brain fart that now that the balcony's fixed, we're going to tell Wanda she can't have the cat boxes up there anymore. Well, they can tell me that, but that's probably not going to happen. Or I'll just put them out at night and bring them in the morning because it's cold. They need to have some place to go. He has to play with his toy. He gets behind the couch and he has a fit until I play with him. Yeah, she's I think the problem was Sunday or early Monday because I went out late and I usually, because I didn't go out Saturday evening and check on her. I hope the possums do too. No, she had to get rid of all that. They made her get rid of all of it. So it's gone. The Coke bottle and the gas station signs and all that stuff. They made her get rid of it. So all my props are gone now. So now I can't, now I don't have any props to film. I have to find other props. I'm glad I was able to film the Sam Smith, the Unholy, no, at the body shop. I was glad I got to do that with them being there before she took it away. Yeah, she will find more. She'll do something. Okay, Mark, here, I got to tell you this. So she has this old truck, right? And it's not the gas cap, but it's the cover that you like. Okay, so like this would be the cover and the gas cap's behind it. So this is the gas cap. At least I'm guessing that you probably have. I'm thinking that's probably UK. It's similar. So you would, you like push a button or something, and it pops open, and then you reach in and you unscrew the cap. So this cover, she has that duct taped, and it smells of gas. I don't know if it's leaking. I don't know if she has a cap on underneath that, but it smells of gas. Every time she goes out and comes back, it smells, it smells like gas. And I'm just like, I hope, and she smokes. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. One of these days, it's going to be. And I thought about, saying something to my landlord. And then I thought, well, but if it does that and I'm here, I can get some really good content. And call it the Raging Inferno of Mrs. Sanford. Yeah, she has a. I think I have. Let me see. I think I don't know if I have a picture here with Rogue underneath her truck. Let me see if you can see it. I'll show you what I'm talking about because it's kind of scary. I'm thinking that's probably not a good thing, right? To duct tape the flap closed. Oh yeah, and it does. It smells of gas, and then there's like there's things hanging down from underneath the carriage of the truck. Because I was looking down, I went down the other night and the cats were underneath. I'd kind of always look under the cars to see who's around. And I'm like, what is that? There's like, I don't know, like hose or something hanging down. Like, where'd that come from? It's like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's pretty dangerous, right? Let me see. Yeah, here, you can see it. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about because I have a picture here of Rogue. It's duct tape. Come on. I'm going to blow it up here so you can see it. Okay. Now look at that. Tell me what you think of that, Mark. Look at that. That's what she has. See, she has it duct taped. That's Rogue, you're peeing again? What's going on? Poop machine. Your poop and pee machine tonight. That's what I know. And I'm thinking she smokes. You just see her going down there. Well, I don't have to worry about Mrs. Sanford anymore. That was insane. No, it's not Catitude. It's not. When I saw that, I thought, wait a minute. That's not the way that's supposed to be, is it? I mean, look, my car might not have a current inspection sticker on it, but I sure don't have duct tape on the flap of the gas tank. It's just like, and I honestly think she probably paid somebody. She just probably paid for a sticker. That's what I think. Most are gas here. We have some diesel, but most are gas, and I guess we're getting some electric cars, but they're not real common yet. What is going on? Oh, I have no idea what he's doing. I don't want to know what he's doing. Let's see here. Holy crap. What are you doing? Yeah, why is that? Is there a reason? Is it cheaper, or because diesel's expensive here? More expensive. Gas is expensive too. How much is gas there? I mean, I know it's in pounds, not, or the high. Yeah, we have the hybrids too. Yeah, they do, and they're loud. Whoa! Come on, you coming by? Go ahead. Don't shoot. Don't. Oh no, there's the standoff. Good. Rogue just jumped up on the armrest and looked at Tora. I thought, oh, this is going to be bad. Yeah, the diesels that I see are usually like the big pickup trucks. That's usually what I see. Yeah, Cat 2, that's what I've seen. I don't know who scratched me. Somebody scratched me. Wow. I don't know how much the electric car thing is controversial too. Trying to get everybody here anyway. Eventually, they're going to try to get everybody to have electric cars. Like, how's everybody going to afford this? I don't even know how much. Let me see. Let's see how much diesel is here right now. Diesel fuel. It's not saying. Well, here it says that diesel's like $2. Okay. That's the best diesel prices. That says $3.69. Oh, here we go. Diesel $4.99. I don't know how Mrs. Sanford even affords her her truck, because that's got to take quite a few gallons of gas. So anyway, see if okay, that's Rogue. Let me see here. I'm going to just show you guys. Oh, here it is. So I have to show you this. I want to put this up on a community post, but I didn't do it yet. So we have a store here that it's not surplus, but it's a, like it's cheaper. It's kind of like, I don't know, Kat, do you have an Ollie's in your area? I'm sure Mark doesn't have that in the UK, but you have an Ollie's? The Ollie's is kind of like, they're kind of like a surplus store. Like they buy stuff from warehouses and things, and then they sell them at cheaper prices. So anyway, we have a store like that. It's called Gabe's, and I went in there the other day, and they had these little cat condos. This little cat condo, like they have a little cat cave underneath, and then on top is a scratching area. Oh, you don't have them there? Okay. And then the cat can sleep on top of that. But inside, there's a little fleecy pad, and it's a little warming mat. So it's actually like a little heating pad. So I think it's like 5 watts or something. It doesn't put out a lot of heat, but it has a little bit of heat for them. So I set it up, and and you and the first one that tried it was your friend, was your bestie, Mark. The only problem is he doesn't really fit. He kind of I'd have to go over there and kind of stuff him in. So I'm gonna show you the top of it here. There he is again. Then you can see the top of it. You can see the top of it, and then wait. I have one on top of it. I thought I had one on top. Hi everyone, it's Fury and the Fish. Huh, I thought I had one on top of there. Well, let me see here. Oh wait, I do have one on top. I'm going to show you this. So you there it is. Okay, so there's Rogue on top and Nif inside. No, he's like he was trying his best, Catitude. It was so funny. He couldn't stuff his butt in there. He just couldn't stuff his butt in there. So okay, well, it is 8:30, and Mark, it's close to your bedtime, right? I think so. Because Mark's in the UK, so he well, well, oh, you mean Rogue? Yeah, Rogue's big too. I think Fury's heavier though. so I'm going to end it there because it's 8:30, and it stinks. Rogue did a real stinky poo. So I'm going to clean that up, and I got to feed these guys. So I guess that's pretty much all for now. Yeah, you have to go to sleep now. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all for now. Mark has to go to bed. He has to go to sleep because he has to get up early to do his little car mechanic thing, change tires and rotate things and, look at spark plugs and, turn on the windshield wipers and stuff. And Cat Mama has to go to work, and Catitude's a vampire like me. We stay up all night. So, you're working 2 more hours? Yeah. Oh, that's right. You have a time difference too. These time differences, I have to try to keep them all straight. So I just wanted to come on here tonight. I wanted to, give an update to everyone. I don't know what's going on with the GoFundMe. Hopefully Dawn will, be transparent about this and offer to refund money to those people who want it, like she did back when she complained about Kim. Hopefully that will happen. And again, for those people that are coming and deciding you want to troll, just keep in mind, we're zero tolerance at this point. We're not going to put up with it. It's stupid. It's dumb. You cause problems, you're gone. And that's pretty much it. I've had my say. I don't know what else to say at this point. I've explained everything. I've shown all the receipts. We went through everything. You know about the nonprofit. You know what happened. You still want to support her. I can't stop you from doing that, but, just be warned. And I guess I will see everyone in the next one. So thanks, Mark and Catitude and Cat Mama. And who else was on there? Andrew, everyone for hanging out. And I will see you later. So goodbye for meow.